Hello, hello, and welcome back. We are back for some more Torment, Tides of Numenera. Hey, it's been a while. We didn't get to play at all last week due to a blizzard shutting down a lot of everything. And also, after the blizzard, I had a work event. So we haven't played in like 11 days, I think it was. So hopefully we can recall a lot of what's been going on. We were kind of in the middle of, well, talking to a lot of people. So let's continue that journey. We were in the middle of this bar or whatever. Yeah, talking to just everybody. Let's keep talking, shall we? I'm assuming we haven't talked to you yet. I remember we talked to you. Talk to you. Did we talk to you? We did. Okay. Trying to recall everything. Yeah, that weird guy. This lady over here who tried to kill us. We took some drinks, right? I'm trying to remember there was a bunch of options. Chancy drinks. I think we tried the grease cutter. Or maybe the pink sludge. I don't remember. I remember it was bad, and we didn't go with that. What happens again if we try these? Are they all different? I tasted the stuff once. I don't remember much about the time afterward, but I was raving about holes in reality. Well, here's your drink. Drink fast is my advice. You put the word to deed. The taste is not unpleasant, though the texture is horrifying. Unbidden, you think of soft flesh rotting under a jungle sun. Ugh, nothing happens. At least not right away. Just as you begin to doubt the ichor's efficacy, you feel the earth shift slightly. The walls shiver and begin to shake. Their surfaces look as if they are slowly melting. You feel the weight of the ceiling and sky forcing you to the floor, and only a great effort of will keeps you standing. Rents begin to appear in the flat surfaces of the bar and the walls. Scabrous tissue rims their edges, and a deathly chorus pipes through in a register almost too high to hear. The world tilts on its axis, and you stagger to the right. Your vision blurs, and the invisible world swims into view, becoming more solid than the world you call home. Did we get a bad thing? No. Oh, the last time we got a big debuff for doing that. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Huh. And he doesn't have anything to say about that. Challenge me to find the person who's... Oh, yeah, I remember this. Now why... Because we were going to start questioning people. Now why would I come right out and tell you? Is Iobi's playing a game, why should I spoil her fun? Come on, puzzle it out. But let me offer a clue. Know your subject. I guess that's the kind of thing an empath would say, eh? Huh? That's all you have to say? Oh. So, should we accuse everybody? I thought, like, accusing was, like, committing. Your projection? Who can say what reality is? I see strands of possibility tying the future and the past together. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to remember. Your story was something like, you were, like, you felt something was wrong in the Force and came here, wasn't it? But maybe you weren't. Maybe you're just a projecting. You're projecting from where you actually are. I see strands of possibility tying the future and the past together. Probabilities grow and decrease. Is a small probability a reality? In one universe, it will be. In another, it has vanished into the web of might-have-beens, an opportunity for nostalgia or gratitude at avoiding it. I tell you that reality is more than our perception of time. It exists beyond us. What is in the past extends into the future. Touch the threads of the past and you can see their intended shape. Know what it is that you seek and you'll be able to discern your reality. What are you even saying? Only that one who would question reality must know that must know how that reality should behave. I am not this projection. I mean, you flat out denied it. You just kind of said maybe. Or just know your subjects. Okay. Who was it that was commenting? It was Fariok? An F name, wasn't it? I don't remember. Maybe, no, it was maybe that guy. Okay. You bet. What the heck is that? Do you actually agree with Dama that action is its own reward? You know that good wishes don't get to the landlord off your back, right? Satisfaction for a job well done doesn't magically bring food to the table. You and Dama both. It's like you believe in a special world where people get by on the force of their good nature. It's not like that. Maybe in stories, but not here. I mean, you do the right thing because of it, but also, if it wasn't, then why would anyone do the right thing at all, ever? Fame, power, legacy, all of that comes down to this: making life something that's not a complete skist show. I eat scraps. I have to beg to make my cash, spin stories in seedy taverns, put up with people who've never seen true danger in their lives, and I've got to grin and take the heckling because, hey, being an invisible war hero don't pay the rent. Yeah, sure. Do it because it feels good, that's fine, but in the end, you're playing with yourself, giving yourself a good solid stroke of the ego. If that's all you want for your life, go right ahead. Me, I'd prefer to eat a piece of bread that ain't moldy. I could plant ideas in people's heads, make myself rich by bending their minds, but if I take away their free will, I'm not any better than the despots I hate, am I? I mean, you're just self-hating at this point. You're like, yeah, I could do the right thing, but I don't. All right, but that's such a stupid argument, I feel like. You just want to get paid? No, I don't think it's about paying. It's more about he wants to prove that morality is justified. I don't know. That's hard to describe. Yeah, you got talent, use it. I think that's me saying, well, here. Sure, and if I've got a flame lance, I should rob people with it, right? That's what that's there for. You think that's the kind of life I want for myself? They say, oh, Fabros, hey. Yeah, the guy who fooled people into thinking he was better than he was. The one who raped their minds into loving him. Wow. Because his talent can support him. That's just the kind of legacy I want to leave. I was implying that, not saying it outright, by the way. You think the well-off hold back on their talents? No, they don't. They don't at all. I ain't the kind of person I want to be, but I'll think on it. I mean, I don't want to push you towards something you don't want to do. But boy, do I just not want this self-loathing son of a bitch to talk to me. He says, are you a psychic projection? A psychic projection, that's an interesting to word it. Couldn't you say that we're all psychic projections in one way or another? Put it this way, are you always how I picture you? Does your behavior change based on my thoughts? Are you talking about, is anyone real? Are we all just someone in someone else's reality? Do your behavior change on your thoughts? No. So if you hear that I've been telling people that you're a Tulky runoff and your body's full of skist, and I'm of a mind to cut you open to prove it, you don't change your behavior? Keep in mind, I've done nothing to you in this example, not one damn thing, at least not in the physical realm, but I've affected you anyway, purely with the power of my thoughts and my words. Yeah, no, that's true. We might as well say we're all interconnected at a fundamental level, that our thoughts and actions have effects on each other. It might not be reality that is the truth, but we each have a perception of a truth. It's a guiding star that we use to live our lives. It's not reality for everyone, but it's reality for us. It's our story. Oh no, Cyobe. Kibros is getting started again. Yeah, this guy is a piece of work. Hush you, I'm lecturing. Even if we don't understand the reality, we understand stories. So maybe our best gauge for how we experience each other is through the stories we know and the words we use when we tell those stories. What I'm really telling you is that I'm not Zyobe's projection. Maybe learn some of our tales and you'll learn the truth. Oh yeah, we could take the words into ourselves. I forgot about that one. All right, Dama. Are you the projection? The lead on the identify. Wait, what? Zyba challenge me. Are you real? Me? I'm as real as they come. Could a projection do that? Come to think of it, Zyba probably could make one do that and make it sound right too. She's good. But how would you test whether a psychic emanation was real? If very excited, I should know my subjects. Touching you isn't necessarily the way to prove it. And if you knew me, then you'd know there's nothing incongruous about how I'm behaving now. You said I must know how reality must... We'll just touch him. He doesn't move and your finger sinks into his flesh. Satisfied? I should pay attention to your stories. I hate to say it, but he's right, for once. What do the others say about me? Do I even have any interesting stories? Anything about growth, journey, change? I'm not sure I do have any good stories. I'm the same as I've always been. Sadly, more's the pity. Leo said I must know how reality must behave. Good advice. I'm behaving differently than others suggest I should in reality. Are you the psychic projection? Me? No. No, indeed. In fact, I'm projecting him now. It's my power that makes the projection possible. If I were you, I'd focus on physicality. I am projecting him now. You are the one projecting someone else. That's weird. My leads are only these people. We poked this guy, so it can't be him, obviously. I mean, you could be lying, and you could be a projection all along. You are too mopey to want to be projected. You're a good candidate, because, again, you are more about reading things. I mean, you don't have to physically be in a place, and it sounds like you would have came from a very far away place. I don't know. Can you react with things if you're a projection? Because wasn't your story something like you don't actually touch any of the cups, you just kind of float them around? We could see all of the cups just floating. Like, you don't actually ever interact with anybody. I know who this projection is. I think it's you. So this is Dama, Theberos, Leto, and Feriok. I mean, again, the floating cups, that's it. It's you. I was right. I won't even ask how you figured it out. If you guessed it, it was a lucky guess, but your instincts are right. Ah, nailed it. 4 whole experience. Wow. I began manifesting him after he was killed. Wait, what? Yeah, there goes the floating cup again. He was our spotter, the man who saw the adversaries and lured them to our battleground. For the last adversary we fought, it was ready for us. It caught hold of the lure he offered, and it followed his mind all the way to reality. It burned him from the inside. He lured it to us, and with his dying will, nailed it into place. It was a sacrifice any of us would have made, Zyobi, no matter who was in that position. The adversary didn't pay attention to us, even as we poured our heaviest attacks into it. It was too absorbed in destroying Feriok, tearing him apart instead of defending itself, as if its first priority was in blinding us instead of preserving it. We beat it, though, so as long as I'm breathing, I'll keep his memory alive. He'll serve his drinks and make his bad jokes, and everyone here feel welcome. It's the least you can do in his name. Does he know he's a projection? And is this gonna break your reality? Of stuck over here. How do you get stuck? You know the truth now, but this is not Feriok. Feriok is as we remember him. His voice is Zyobi's. Hmm. That's
With
interesting.
alacrity.
Save. Give me the words. Was this a dice roll? I don't remember. Was this just a dice roll? Oh yeah, it was a persuasion check. But it was a really low chance. 30% chance. And can we come back and try it again? No. I am willing to cheese this, because I'm now very curious what this does. Is this gonna make me go crazy? %30 chance. First try. He focuses on you, and you feel something like the skittering of spiders across your mind. They plunge inside, and suddenly you sense his presence in the labyrinth, and you can feel his mind recoil. He snaps his eyes back to yours. Yes, I think you'd be an excellent vessel. Do not use the word. Keep it contained, you hear me? He leans forward and whispers the word into your ear. It is a beautiful word, and you feel your tongue curling to shape it aloud. Feberos claps his hand across your mouth, his eyes tight on yours, and with his mind he drags the knowledge of the word into the labyrinth, into a disused corner, and he seals it with an image of steel, glass, and dark infinities of space. He leans back, panting. Ziobi. Yes? I need a piece of my mind cauterized here. What the hell? See a small smoking hole in his forehead. I couldn't take the chance it would leave a trace of itself in there. It's gone from me. It's your responsibility now. Oh no. What have we done? There was someone we could talk to visit our mind. I think it was the innkeeper, right? Should we go back there? Well, there's something... Hey, who are you? Malaise?
Fair enough.
This small, unassuming man occupies this space quietly, hands folded in front of him. He does not look at you, but you can feel his regard slip across you and dismiss you as you approach. His attention remains focused on the trio at the nearby table. Everything about him is nondescript, from his light brown skin to his drab clothing, but something about him gives you pause, as if you were approaching the throbbing core of a fallen vessel. Is this because we have the word in our head now? Oh no, what have we done? When at last he turns his attention on you, you feel his regard settle, like a soft blanket made of metal. It is almost oppressive. Malaise, that is who I am. His voice sounds distorted, strangely out of sync, as if you were calling to you from a great distance. Are you a projection as well? You can't read his thoughts anymore, then you can read the thoughts of the tables on the bar. Where'd you come from? The word has always known me. Look around the corner. I exist on the smallest edge. Close your eyes and shiver. I am the cold in your bones. The something is my home. The intersees is my mind. What is it, Saccade? You know your name means sickness? Meaning itself is sickness. Vision, action, movement. This is the only sign of health. The energy that flows in your body, I read it through your skin. I see your actions before your muscles even begin to twitch. The body's secrets are no defense against me. What is sickness compared to this? Can you tell me about yourself? I am a constant. I live, I thrive. When a thought passes in your mind, I rush before it. I hear the pulsing of your thoughts. I am fabric essential. Why are you watching those people? They shine, they call, they tempt. What can you tell me about this place? A lodestone, a gathering of energies, empty meal, a brief morsel, an obstruction. A bone, an ingrown hair. An impudent. Empty, terrifying gaze. There's no way to fare. weird. Who is it was I supposed to talk to? Is it Zio? But we have a hint. Was you? That message go away? Or was it you that we were supposed to talk to? I think I may have a lead. Do I? I'm grateful for your help. Tell me your suspicions. I'll see if I can confirm or allay them. Well, yeah, this is awfully sus that this person appeared and is just staring at these guys. Because isn't it like this adversary literally wants them? That's why they escaped here. This strange ghostly woman, maybe we should have talked to her again. She tried to kill us. That's pretty sus. And then there's this guy who's interesting. This guy changed his shirt. Oh. Who is Clarion? Oh, it's the woman here. Could it be? I'll just go by. Let's go top to bottom because I am more suspicious of this one. Could it be Clarion?
I'll remember that.
Addendum added. I understand that her devotion to destruction might make her seem a monster, but like the rest of us, she's merely human. What about this guy?
Making a note.
His is a tale of personal tragedy and sorrow, though perhaps the end result's not the worst for people under his cast's titular care. Oh?
Making a note.
I sensed O's presence and reached out to it with my mind. It is not an adversary. It's, well, I don't know how to describe it, but rest easy because O probably won't destroy you. Probably. That guy?
I'll remember that.
That poor lost soul is not the adversary. He's been trapped in the form of an Abacos, but is not an Abacos himself. Oh. Man in the blue?
Making a note.
This guy? Sir Arthur? No. He's a wanderer and a collector of knowledge, but his interest appears to be entirely beneficent. He's a strange one, it's true, but no, he's not the adversary. Ghostly woman.
Making a note.
Yes, while she's unpredictable and possibly dangerous, she's not an adversary. We've tried to remove her before, but she always returns. Rather than risk any damage, we just stay out of her way. I advise you do the same. Yeah, probably.
Love this stream, a Graves heart.
Yo, the real Melkor, thank you so much. 68 months of support. That's a lot of months. That's one more than a funny number and also one less than a funny number. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you doing on this evening? Okay, what about this guy that's just staring at you? The blood drains from his face. What? Right there? I see nothing. I feel nothing. He grasps your mind with his, not gently, and he echoes in your skull. Jeez. Anything there is hidden to me. Ziobi, can you sense anything? Let me see. In the center of her forehead, her skin iris is open. Her skin iris is open. Is it like her skin iris is open, like to iris? Or is it the iris of her skin opens? And a third metallic eye protrudes from her. Well, there you go. Glowing brightly. So she literally has a third eye in her forehead. It extends from her head on a mechanical segment, emitting a series of rapid flashes that descend through the visible spectrum. At last, the eye retracts and her forehead closes. She swallows, and you can feel the fear radiate from her. He's right. It's there, on a low pulse, a wavelength far below human thought.
Making a note.
A control as hard as synth steel surrounds him. The adversaries have never done this. I knew they adapted, but by the Black 3, what has it learned? It has been watching us for how long? Ziobi, be ready. Let me handle it. No, I think I definitely would need their help. Let's confront it together right now. Let's just go in. Yes, we will. We're not ready. We'll never be ready. But we can die trying. Oh, I don't know about the die trying part. Oh. Hold. No one move. I know you're eager to get it over with and that you're terrified. Don't think you can hide that, Ziobi. It's not necessary. We're all frightened. Here. Feel. A wave of his fear crashes over you, and your body reacts instinctively, releasing adrenaline. Under the fear is a will of iron, an adamantine determination, and a calm acceptance of whatever comes. All right, motivation talk. We can do this, but we need to work together. Remember our training and improvise as necessary. Now, let me prepare the killing floor. Right, weren't they going to try to use my mind to trap this thing because my mind is crazy and empty and feels like a good place to trap things or something? Ready in 3, 2, 1. Ah, shit, attack now. Okay. What are we doing? Well, we're loading into my brain. Oh, no, we don't have to actually fight. I'm bound, can't move. Uh-oh. It's a lot of things.
That's the stuff.
Thank you, dude. That feels better.
How many of these things are there? Okay, well, we're getting wrecked. Look at this turn order. There's so many things. Okay, so do one of you guys have more hit points than the other? You do. Are you the real one, or... It would be really nice if it would tell me whether someone is an ally or not in this up here. Like if they were colored differently. But this one has more hit points than all these other ones. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Are you guys trapped? We have to like untrap you somehow? Maybe by killing these projections we unleash and we get more health? Who's up, by the way? Tibber is up. Confer knocked down and consume movement to stand. It's an AoE. And it knocks them down. And if they want to stand back up, they have to use all their movement for 1 round. All enemies in a range who fail to resist gain compelled, dazed, for 3 rounds. Enemies in a small area. So I can AoE taunt. But looks like at most I can hit 3. Let's do it. Oh, sick. Wait, did I just choose the knockdown? Oh, apparently I couldn't deselect. So that's cool. I used the other ability instead. That's dumb. So that was my action, right? So I don't have any other actions left. The combat in this game is not good. I'll say that. It's not very good. Alright, well, I guess we're done. How do we end turn? Okay. End turn immediately. Whenever an attack misses you, you gain a basic attack. Oh, right. Deal damage to all characters, including allies, it looks like, maybe? Cancel? Is there... I mean, we should just attack the guy who's knocked down, right? I can't rotate the camera, which kind of sucks. Because I want to attack the guy on the ground and not this guy. But I don't know how to target. I don't know if it's targeted. This guy... I can't even target the guy knocked down because another character is in the way. Oh, I hate it. Okay.
Yes. Now.
So that was my movement. Great. I'm glad I wasted my movement. Oh my god, this is so bad. Alright, let's just counterattack, because apparently we can't do anything else. Alright, you get to go. Teleport. I don't know, just hit this guy, I guess.
A little something I've learned. In an instant.
Okay.
I'm not comfortable here.
Well, you are just a little girl. So what can you do? 40%. You are not good at combat. Turns out little girl, not great at combat.
Thought that would work.
You missed.
You bet.
Just move you out of the way. Stasis for 3 rounds. Okay, we're already almost dead. Perfect.
Feels like someone threw up in my mouth.
You got debuffed. And that was... So, we wasted their movement by making them stand up, but they all have ranged attacks, so that was just useless. Perfect. I'm out. Where do you need me? Kill them all, please.
There we go.
I have no idea what's happening. There's no combat log either, so like,
Not feeling my best. Not
You know.
saying something.
okay, you get to go again. You're surrounded by bad guys. All enemies in range who fail to resist gain compelled and dazed. That's what I wanted to do before. There's only a 20% chance it works. Wow, that's garbage. If the target has a bad thing, 55%. Can't even target this guy in the back? Or you can now. Get him with the old sucker punch.
I hope no
And
one
you
saw
missed.
that.
80% chance you missed. Perfect. Perfect.
Keep your head down. We'll be out of this soon enough.
So this is us. We're already half dead. Heal uses our action. We can only use this once a day. But like we suck. Oh wait, we can actually hit this guy 100% of the time. All right, I'll do that. Oh, he's almost dead. So you can hit 65% of the time with this ability, or if you just walk up to him, you can stab him for 70%, because reasons, I guess. Your speed and your might is low. I don't understand. Go stab him. Just go and stab him. 95% of the time this
None can
hits.
stand before me.
That gave them a buff when we killed one of those guys. That's not good. Okay. Get him.
This isn't doing very much.
I mean, it was more than nothing. Okay. He's almost dead.
I think I need to lie down.
No, you're fine. You're taking it like a champ. Okay, that one hurt a lot.
Do you have anything that stops bleeding?
Not
or
really, no.
dying?
Thank you.
Okay. I mean, you
That
healed
is
the wrong person, but that's fine. Leto is out now?
Feels like someone threw up in my mouth.
I'm glad that this tutorial pops up but doesn't pause. So, like, things will just be happening in the background. It's a really good idea to do that. You fully depleted one of your stat pools. You can find a place to sleep or consume items. Okay. This consumes movement.
Everything's possible when you keep your wits about you.
And then sucker punch. Gotta use everything. You are dazed. Okay. Can we use this heal on someone else? Oh, cool. No, we
Much
just
better.
it just did it. It just did it. Very cool. No confirmation, just that's what happened.
None can stand before me.
It healed these other guys.
I don't feel very good.
Yeah, you got 1 health. And, I want you to leave. To, like,
Learning
run
begets
away
doing. Or is it the other way?
and choose hide. Use all of your points into hiding. Perfect.
Just what I
Critical
needed.
hit. Just what I needed.
Feels like someone threw up in my mouth.
I really don't know what's going on. We're getting stabbed a lot. Good thing we healed up. How would you switch targets and then not... No. Thought they missed. Seemed to be a flanking bonus, I
One
guess,
at a
but I
time,
don't know how it
please.
works.
There's plenty of Tiber to
We
go
are
around.
psychically bleeding. We are also flanked. Less move speed and just less points. Because there's 1 on each side.
Don't
Okay.
mind if I do.
Am I no longer flanked? Yes. Okay. We want to actually first... This consumes movement? We already used movement, so what does it do now?
I hope no one saw
Nothing,
that.
because we missed. So it used our action instead. Cool. Cool. It's just counterattack.
A little something I've learned.
I don't feel very good.
You're gonna die. Nope, you will. Active 1 round, so you just need to keep hiding. Okay, so you'll have 1 hit point left. Perfect. Oh, you're up now. Ferox up. Who still isn't here? Or is that all? The whole crew's back now? Whole crew is back. Alright, we can't counterattack that guy because he's ranged. And then the other guy chooses not to attack me, so my counter attack did nothing. Because now you're, yeah, perfect.
Just
Perfect.
what I needed.
Wasted our turn.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Shoot the guy that's almost dead already. This AI teammate is just so bad. Oh my gosh.
Not
And again, they won't
feeling
target me because, you know, why would they? We just have such a low chance of hitting anyone. Get over here. Okay. And then, when an enemy fails to resist, confer Feigned. I don't know if you know what this is saying. Let's just try to hit somebody. 20% of the time. That's not a good
I
percentage.
hope no
yeah.
one saw that.
They still just won't kill. Just
surrounded.
target the guy who's already low. Is it this hard? I mean, this didn't do anything, so let's just try to hit someone. Spend all our points.
That's the last time you'll touch me.
What? Okay. Gain hidden. I think we just gotta go for it though. Let's spend points.
Another one dispatched. Probability shakes at my coming.
Okay.
I don't feel very good.
Okay, why do you still have psychic bleeding? Oh, this is not doing a damage to your health, it's doing damage to your intellect. Oh. We're definitely needing to rest after this if we make it out of this, that is. How many guys are left?
There we go.
Why are you shiny? Because that teleport ability you did? Alright, let's just hook this guy over. This is the real one, right?
I hope no one saw that.
No one saw it. Okay. Go hit this guy.
Didn't see that coming.
Psychic Rage. That sounds good. That sounds great. Spend all your points while you got them. Spend it while you got it.
Could someone lend me a hand?
Nope, just
Not
keep
you all.
hiding. Okay, taunt is good. Taunt is good.
How sad that Tiber is gone. Whatever shall we do?
Wait, did someone die? Oh my god, he died. I kind of don't want to restart this fight. I'd rather not have to deal with that. We could just let him die. He could just be dead. I might be okay with it.
I can't hurt it.
Okay, we did 0 damage.
Watch and learn.
He's got so much health.
I don't feel very good.
I can't die.
Wait, did he die too? Oh no. Okay, we have to restart then. When was this? This was like 30 minutes ago. Was this before we talked to you?
In an instant.
Was this before we got the word?
Yes. Now.
I really don't like the combat.
I'll remember that.
Hopefully this won't take that long. What happens if we just go for the big guy right away and ignore all the other guys? By the way, this music reminds me of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I don't know what it is. So, should we just spend all our intelligence right away knowing we're gonna lose it?
Thank you, dear. That feels better.
Rude. Okay. This consumes action. This just took you here. All enemies who fail to resist gain compels and receive this. 90%.
Keep your head down. We'll be out of this.
We
soon
missed
enough.
that guy at 90%. I'm pretty sure
They
that's
have me
what's going on.
surrounded.
So I am flanked. And
Fine.
move here and be no longer flanked. Okay.
My sisters lend their strength.
Okay, we go here. We want to attack the big guy. 100% of the time,
Exactly
this
as it
hits.
should be.
That crits. Okay. Was that it? All of the ads died. Oh.
I'm hurt.
So that was good because all the ads died, so we don't have to worry about them. But he healed. And we are very injured. So we need to get the heck out of here. Confers knockdown and consumes move. Yeah, this is my action. It is a 100% chance to work.
I need help.
So, like, we can 100% hit this guy. 100% chance of hitting him if we can target him. And can't spend any points. But I do need you to leave so you don't die. Okay, and then you... Same thing. I
My
want you to just
sisters
move
lend their
away
strength.
slightly so you don't hit my AoE. And then hit this guy. You
world is
missed! So bad. Can you hit this guy and still walk away, or is this gonna move you up?
This isn't doing very much.
You're right. Now
Yeah,
move.
That's something I could do.
He healed 3?
Could maybe use
Oh
some help
my.
over here.
What is that?
You didn't need to
That
heal.
feels
him.
great.
Tiber's the
Barely
one that's
holding
about to
on
die.
over here.
I don't want to consume my movement because I want to run. $85% of the time. Okay. Now, run away.
All right.
Whew. Your work was remarkable, friend. My thanks. Psychic battlefield fades and the real world asserts itself. You return to the fifth eye. We all lose these statuses, I guess. Is it truly over? I almost can't believe it. No, the cloud has lifted. I can see. The city of Sagas Cliffs, indeed perhaps the world, owes you a great debt. Pity you won't ever be able to collect on it. It's enough that we know, my friend. Come now, doesn't the day seem brighter already? I mean, not really. That was a cancer battle. Wouldn't know. I haven't been outside. You know what I'd like? Another drink. All the celebration I need. Coming right up. You have our tremendous gratitude, friends. Indeed, I cannot stress the enormity of this enough. We will tell others of your deeds whether you want, whether or not you want this. Cheers.
My studies have borne fruit.
Did we get 4 experience again? It was enough for you to level up, apparently.
Yes, child.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll choose the only thing we can. Increasing your max life will allow you to spend more. Yeah. We unlocked a dimensional power. While phased, gain +2 damage. Okay, don't know what that means. All other party members gain +5 on these things. Just baseline all passively. That's pretty good. Choose abilities to learn. I can learn 2. On hit confers vulnerable. This is an attack. Okay. Flash. Heal 8 physical to all enemies struck inside the radius. Even on a miss, deals 1 damage for each level applied. Up to 6. That's good. Data Sphere Link. Gain +1 on these things. Okay. Easy choices. How much do we have to gain yet? 7 more experience for you. This guy's still almost dead.
Where next?
Yes.
Have any like more healing, just regular healing potions? Doesn't look like it. I don't think we actually used your tattoo heal. Let's do that.
Ah, much better.
Yeah. I mean, I did that, but then I realized I kind of want to talk to the ghost lady and see what happens if we die. You guys have anything else to say now? Hero of the hour. You know, we should get some money out of it or something. You've done a great thing. No, okay. Eye in your head looks much like a metallic eye I was given. What can you tell me about it? Yeah. She takes the eye from you and turns it over in her hands. Its tendrils snake around her arm, and one of them slides into a hidden port. The eye opens and looks at you. Oh my, this is very similar to the designs of my forebears. Very close indeed. Those societies have vanished now, but yes, it was probably built by a machine civilization interested in contacting other machines. Nice. Let's talk about your eye, I guess. The damage is done, I suppose. No harm in you knowing now, though I'll thank you to keep my secret. I'm a Mlox, a machine mind in a human body. The Mloxans are quiet and friendly for the most part. We want to be left alone like you. And here among my friends, I can be like you. I can be useful. Okay. Does this mean we're
Yes.
one experience away? Yes. I'm in forever your debt, friend. Forever. For the first time in the ages, it feels as though a dark cloud has lifted. You've done wonderful things for us, for the city. They'll never know, but you're a true hero. Bonded items. Powerful Numenera that go into bonded equipped item slots. They fuse directly to your skeleton, nervous system, or organs. Invasive nature can also produce negative effects. You can equip up to 2 at a time. We can't believe that we are free at last. Here, take this. You've earned it and more. Shadow Step. 50% movement speed, +2 speed pool, +1 damage per effort. But you get -2 to might. Can you unequip a thing, or is it just there forever? I like this little detail that you just can passively learn more lore about a thing, even if you don't read it. It's nice that it's there. Okay. So, I mean, I don't really care about might, I think. Didn't we just get... Yeah, this shield gives us might. So it's actually below our speed right now. So what happens? So our might is 1 now. We can take it off. It does decrease our health. Okay. 50% move speed is really good. +2 to speed. I think makes up for the -2 to might, because we would be more focused on speed and intellect, I feel. Because evasion, yeah, evasion is also increased. So we've got 60% evasion. I don't know what an esoteric attack means, but I like this. We'll keep this on. Save. Naturally. Is anyone else in the bar gonna react to the thing that just happened, or does no one
We
know
shall
about it?
see.
Oh my god, this is so stupid that you can get caught on people like that. Hero of Bright Future returns. I mean, you're a projection. Are you gonna respond to that? Glad Blaze gone. 1 less poison in the world. Thank you for your help, by the way. Okay, so let's ask people that were not involved. No. They don't know anything.
It is done.
Oh, I have a debuff on me. -2. Oh, that's... Oh, it shows up as a debuff. That could be bad, because there's lots of stuff about, like, do a thing if you have a debuff on someone. Let's save. Listen to the whispers. Try to draw her attention. Let the ghost strangle you.
Something new.
Her fingers dig deeper. She's not just compressing your trachea, she's tearing your throat out. You choke and cough, drowning on your blood. But she's latched inside you, and the last thing you see is her rage-twisted face. Are we about to get the game over screen?
Sweltering. I'm hurt.
This is not what I was expecting. Hey, before we do anything else, let's level up. Increased stat pools. We get 2 points. I think we just go into speed again. Putting us up to 10 speed. Why did that increase our evasion? We were at 60 already. Shouldn't we be at 65% now? Okay. Hi. It's the same ghostly woman who strangled you, but the fury is gone from her face, replaced with confusion. She looks around. Her gaze falls on the large machine and lingers there. Finally, she notices you. She steps forward, a hint of trepidation in her eyes. Where are we? Do you know? Do I know?
Picking up anything from the Steam sale?
Lorelei. Well, thank you. I think I may have picked up some things already, but if you ask me what they were, I don't know if I can recall. I picked up 2 things, I think. Is there a way? Actually, I have no idea. Is there a way to see your purchases? Average Steam sale experience. Exactly. What was it that I got? I know there was a bunch of things that was just like, well, that ain't worth getting. Like Octopath Traveler 0 is only a 25% sale. That's garbage. I'm gonna wait for that to be like at least 50% before I try looking at that. Can I see? Hold on. I can go to my email, type in Steam, and account details, purchase history. I don't know if I wouldn't go that far. Account details? What the hell's account details? Account details? What is that under? Your name. There ain't no account details here. Here we go. No, this isn't it. There ain't no account details here. Am I blind? Other drop down. How many drop downs you talk? What are we talking about here? No account details. This one? Ah, okay. Oh, do we want to share this? View purchase history. We bought one of the DLCs for the game we just played, and I bought Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. There, that's what we bought. Confirmed. Yeah, there wasn't really anything else that kind of stood out to me, honestly, or at least wasn't a good enough deal for me to be like, yep, need to buy it. FF6 Pixel Remaster. Chained Echoes. I think I've heard of that one, but I don't remember what that one is. Where are we? I don't know. It feels familiar to me. If you don't know it, then maybe my mind created this place. I do remember one thing. I was angry, enraged. There are... I don't know how, but there are women like me born throughout the city, repeatedly against their will. What? It's an indie JRPG. Maybe that's the genre of games I sometimes play. What do you mean? They are compelled into existence. I'm just a memory, but something is forcing my memory into the minds of women throughout the city. What? Compelled into existence? Like their bodies too, or just like your... I'm confused.
Updated my journal.
It's wrong. I don't know how I know, but... Find them. The women becoming like me or already like me. Maybe I'll remember more. Maybe we can do something. How do I find these women? They are in the real world, in Sagus. You may have even met them without realizing it. I only have vague impressions of them. I know that one of them is a leader. She has sacrificed much of her life and so gained life in return. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry I can't tell you more than that. You have any more ideas? One of them offers joy and sorrow for coin. Her family is not her own. It's borrowed, I think. That could be the woman... Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I don't remember what her name is, though. Can't tell you more than that. Anything else? One of them is dead, and yet a piece of her lives. Find that piece. Okay, that's not very helpful. One of them is a leader. Okay. So 3 women we have to find, huh? How do we get out of this place?
All right.
Okay, so Chained Echo is a pretty popular released around the same time as Sea of Stars. It gained some notoriety for basically having a one-man dev team. I only enlisted one other person to do the music. That's pretty impressive.
Fine.
Anything else in here? No.
Yes.
Okay, weird. We just let this woman strangle us to death. So are we actually dead? Oh, we're back into our mind. Am I glad you came out of that door? The thing that just showed up, I didn't know what to expect. The thing? Are you talking about the woman? You know the ghostly woman? Don't know anything about that one. That way's blocked. Not surprising, really. It's your mind, not mine. Most likely, she's just a lacuna. A construct of your buried memories. Either that, or she's a reflection of someone you met in real life. Whoever or whatever she is, she probably isn't real. You're the only one with that distinction. And me, by extension. Anything changed since the last time I was here? That word should be here, right? Look around, it's your mind. Thanks. It's very helpful of you. Very helpful.
Ready.
The game apparently has some warts. The ending is divisive, but most people praise the story a lot.
All right.
I see. Where is this word that we got? Shouldn't that be in here? I don't know where this word was stored. Let's escape our mind. Oh, hey guys.
We've been waiting, dear. Shall we continue?
You don't even, like, say anything else? Oh, we lost our buff. What the hell? That sucks. Oh, that's why we didn't gain evasion. Apparently dying makes your buffs go away. Weird.
Doing begets learning, I guess.
Doing begets learning. Alright, I think we're done in this bar. I think we need to find a place to rest. I think it's time to nap, actually. We don't have any of our point pool left. But now we have to, like, talk to every woman in the entire city. Why are all these people running? The person I was thinking of is you, Mother Tamaz. Let's just go have a real quick chat with you. Whose children are not your own. I have some questions about you. Why do people call you Mother? I go with the chain of beads. Oh, game just did a thing. Matkina. You're speaking of the White Death. Mark the fated ones well. The one is cold as a long night snow. More than a few were down to her, and her careless knife. We already asked that question. Okay, that's not who I thought it was then, apparently. Well, let's leave.
Yes.
Did you see Esoteric Ebb? It seems like your kind of game. I mean, from everything I've seen, it's very similar to this game. I saw it, and I was like, that looks neat, but I've got other games to play. So I think we will definitely play that someday. It's definitely, in fact, I added it to my wish list, I think. It is on my wish list. Yeah, that's definitely a game we'll play.
Yes, child.
Okay. Yeah, but I have checked it out. This is a sleep location. What? Why is this a sleep location?
I'm ready.
I was gonna go to the inn. He's on your recommended you thought Graysville game. You were right. You were correct in thinking that. Any supplies you could share? Share? Oh dear. We're a small group and not wealthy. We exist on donations, curios, and the occasional great gift from one of your siblings. For instance, we had a weapon once used by the Chalcedon, the commander of, my point is we require some payment for our wares. So no, they don't just give things away. I don't think we need any of this. I mean, maybe. These are just potions. We don't have much money, though. I'd like to sleep here. We'd be honored if you chose to stay with us. We do request a small donation of $40. Let's go see how much the other one costs.
Yes.
Some reviewers have basically called it Fantasy Disco Elysium. Yeah, that is one of the things I've heard about that. Oh yeah, one of the quests we could recruit probably this guy. I don't think we want to do that. Like, we could recruit him for someone else. I think we're taking the long way there. I think we could have just went north from our last location. Okay, let's go here. And let's talk to you. Hi. I'd like to sleep. $20. Yeah, that's way better. There was a quest to go out at nighttime. It was the one with, like, the beast in the cage, but I'm trying to remember if we resolved that without doing that. And there was another area we went to where, like, there was a puzzle that it looked like we could only do at nighttime. So I wonder if resting just sets the day-night cycle, or how else do we pass time?
Excellent. Thank
Nope,
you.
it did not turn it into night.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Rested, 5% crit chance. Is it a different buff every night you sleep, or is that always the rested one? Because that's kind of garbage. That's kind of a garbage buff. Okay. Check our quest log out. Find women who are being transformed into copies of the ghostly woman. Is that what that does? That was confusing about how that works. Okay. Yeah, he wants to steal the thing. Bring Rain back. We are not doing that. Oh yeah, we can do this one. Let's go talk to
Yes.
what's her face, the like guard leader, and tell her Something is wrong with one of the levies. You. Talk to you. Sigyn. Drones is still circling on the uniformed woman's head. She's whispering to one of them as you approach, but she waves it away and nods curtly. City business or something else? She turns her face back from the drone. Something about her profile strikes you as familiar. In a moment, she looks so much like the ghostly girl you met in the Fifth Eye. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Well, that's not what I came here for, though. I met a levy that's stalking a man. He wants an extra year of his life.
I'll remember that.
It wants what? Sometimes the levies go wrong. They take a bad year from a citizen and turned out flawed. We never let them live when they get like that. You've seen the little talismans they carry, the symbols of the year that made them. If the year is bad enough, they become that talisman shaped in flesh. Monsters that hide in the city and try to bring about the horrors that would have been. You can tell this Finson that he's safe. Sent a squad to bring in the levy. He'll never see it again. Nice. You look a lot like someone I met in the Fifth Eye. She laughs aloud. In that moment, her voice is clear and rich, like that of a much younger woman or even a teenage girl. Was she a scarred peltist wedded to her blade, fresh from the endless battle? I wouldn't insult you in that. I wouldn't insult you that way. The woman I saw was a younger version of you. Her smile vanishes. Then maybe she was the ghost of the woman I used to be. More recently than you'd think. Or maybe she was the ghost of the woman I was supposed to become.
Updated my journal.
For as long as I can remember, I felt as though this other woman was taking shape inside me. When I was a girl, I'd gaze at myself in the looking glass, and every day I seemed less like me and more like her. I don't remember when I abandoned my family, but it couldn't have been more than 10 or 12. They seemed like strangers to me. I couldn't even remember who they were. I started hearing stories about other girls like me, older girls, younger girls. I sought them out, learned everything I could. All the ones I met went mad, and they never survived past their 20th year. It wasn't always the same death. Sometimes it was sickness or an accident, or they ended their own lives. But somehow they always died. It was fate, and it was mine too. I mean, but you survived. I cheated. When I was old enough to become a citizen, to sacrifice a year to create a levy, I went straight to the Order of Truth and told them I wanted to donate as many years as I could. I didn't think it would work, but what choice did I have? When they started taking the first few years, and I aged closer to 20, each time I thought I would die, and the levy that was born from my 20th year, it was a monster. They tried to make me stop, but I refused. I made them go on. I burned through my 20s and beyond. With every year lost, I felt that other woman inside me weakening, pleading, dying. I laughed as they burned the years away. When I walked into the Order of Truth, I was a teenage girl. When I walked out a few hours later, I was a middle-aged woman. But I was free. Damn. How old are you really? 22. That's why I was too young to remember you when you were here last. I was a 22-year-old girl, a runaway, half mad and living in the streets. How long has this been happening? Centuries, I think. The earliest reference I could find was around the time of Chila, but it probably goes back even further. There was an Aeon priest about 80 years ago. He thought he'd make a name for himself by discovering the cause. He found that it only affects women in Sagus, never in the outlying villages. He thought it might be caused by some kind of Numenera underneath the city, but he was never able to prove anything. He said the levy you born from your 20th year was a monster? It was death. Not death the way it's personified in stories, but death likely it really is. A bloated thing with festering sores, vomiting blood and pus and excrement from every orifice. Even the Aeon priests were terrified. They burned it to a pile of ash. Crazy. Well, that's crazy. So the other hints we got were what? I already forget now. You must be the woman in power. There was someone who sells things, and now I don't recall the last one. Should talk to people that maybe have more information from the last time we talked to you. We still don't know anything about you. You had a really weird conversation. Oh, you're the secret exchanger, right? I do not want to do that. And you're the guy that we could probably tell you to hire on as a mercenary for that one quest.
All right.
But I definitely don't want to
Here I
support
go.
that, so we're not doing that either. So we'd be we would be looking for all young women then. It wouldn't be
Let's go.
wouldn't be anyone past 20 apparently. And do they all have the same look about them? I mean, you can't really tell what they look like because, you know, look at the pixels. Oh, we could maybe sell more information to these guys about, we met that one person with the middle eye that's a robot. Tell the orphan about Sylph. You draw a crude approximation of Sylph next to the orphan's image, still visible in the dust. It might be your imagination, but you finish the drawing, the orphan seemed pleased. They turn to stare at each other, then the one on the right reaches inside itself, its silver hand emerging seamlessly with the glistening metal of its torso. An instant later, its hands is whole again and hold an object of peculiar construction. Drops the item into your hand. Payment, you assume. The cipher? Okay. Cool. Telling you about Ziobi. You draw the sign of the fifth eye, in a crude approximation of Ziobi. Then you draw a line linking it with the orphan's original drawing of machine intelligences. You're not certain for a moment whether or not they've understood. The orphan on the right reaches inside itself again and draws out another object that drops into your waiting hands. An animal living animal is placed inside this bird cage. The device activates, putting it into stasis. Preserve a living being indefinitely. Huh. Are we gonna use that for something later? I feel bad that we sold a bunch of stuff. Like, what if this is like quest stuff we could be using? But now I've got another cipher. This one. Six and 4, or just 15. It sucks that you can't just like put this in your inventory. Should get rid of this. Can we sell to? We just sell to anybody? You have stuff we can... I mean, actually, we can give it to someone. Hold on. Can we give away things to others? You want that? You got it. Perfect. Okay. What's next? Yeah, let's just return.
On it.
Just return the quest. Turn the quest in. About the guy and the stuff with the thing. Finzin. You may have noticed that guy's dead.
I'll remember that.
Ha! You earned that. Oh, you should have seen it. Levies came for our friend not 10 minutes ago. Clopped him, bound him, dragged him off. Levies arresting Levies. We would have paid a bucket of shit to see that in the old days. Clopped? Question mark? Yeah, you know, bounced, bumbered. Thumped him in the head. Probably reducing him to parts as we speak. Okay, we got a potion, I guess. Well, what do we do now? Or what do you know? Head back to the bakery, maybe. Lots of people in there this time of day. Lots of pastries need decorating, you know? Or maybe we'll go for a stroll now that the streets are safe again, eh? Alright. A citizen helped. Surely that was a good choice. Loss of self.
Yes.
Oh,
child.
do you think you could be the thing? You literally have lost your own identity because you're turning into that woman? Her hands cradle her flushed temples like a crown, and her eyes are closed. Still, she manages a humorless smile as you approach. Good, you're back. Talk loud, it eases the pain. The angry sneer of her lips suddenly brings the image of the ghost. Yeah, it is you. The woman in your head. You remind me of someone, a ghost in the Fifth Eye
I'll
Tavern.
remember that.
What? No, you're crazy. The sudden widening of her eyes suggests that you hit on something. Stop talking about her, it makes her louder. I am not her. Now look at that shining vial of yours again. Why is it so important? I don't remember this part. Just feel better holding it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Save. I think this was literally just robbing her, wasn't it? I feel like this is just robbing. We do not have a very high chance of success unless we use all of your points. Okay, we're not actually doing it. Okay, so we found two. I mean, we might as well just turn this in and then get the description of the last woman
All right.
that we know about.
Of course.
Oh, is she even gonna be here, or do I have to like go inside my mind to talk to her? Yeah, no, she's not here.
All right.
I have to go inside my mind. So that means we just go to the inn and talk to the lady who puts us in a trance.
I'm ready.
Can you put me in trance? Hey, Spectre, what's going on? I need to go here.
Ready.
I don't know where that word is that we found that was supposed to have been implanted in our mind. I thought it would be like a thing, but it's not. Huh? Oh no, we're not like killing these women, are we? Oh no.
Let's go.
Oh. What the? The siege. I remember the siege when the Tabat came to destroy Sagas Cliffs. Were you there? I was there. I remember the screams, the terror. The Tabat came, and many of them mounted on their Dragoliths, each of them with a stranger, more terrifying weapon than the one before. Sagas should have fallen, like Shuana and Ika and 100 villages before us, but it didn't. We fought them off. But what does that have to do with the other women? I don't know. There's more to this story. I need your help to find it. Okay, this is the other story. Can we interact with it? No.
Yes.
Just go anywhere? No. It's you. It's not as good. Oh no. Still decent. I mean, I heard it was good. I mean, Disco Elysium is one of my favorite games of all time, so I wouldn't expect it to be that good or as good as that. But glad to hear it's at least good. Her eyes grow wide at the scene in front of you. That's me. I remember now. The siege ended. The Debot were driven back, and I was among the survivors. But I didn't exactly survive. One of the Debot's weapons made me sick somehow in my mind. My father was an explorer and a tinkerer. He knew something about the Numenera. He put me in there to protect me. But the Aeon priests and the Churgans surgeons couldn't help me. No one could. My father kept me in stasis until the cure could be found. Are the women the result of some attempted cure? I don't know. Please, we're so close. Keep looking so we can find the answer. So that's you. It's gonna be fuss. Can you remind me of the last woman we're looking for? Look, it's a Membra. You found one of them already, the woman created by the engine. Do you have any more impression of where I might find these women? One of them offers joy and sorrow for coin. Her family is not her own, it's borrowed. See, I thought that was the mother, but that's not her. Offers a joy and sorrow for coin, and her family's not her own. Disco's a 9.5 out of 10. Esoteric is like 7.5. Writing's not as good. No voice acting. Some other choices I don't agree with. I mean, I'm pretty sure Disco Elysium didn't have voice acting on release, right? I'm glad I played the version that did. And the writing is definitely phenomenal. Like I said, I'll still probably play it. Joy and sorrow. Someone selling joy and sorrow for coin whose family isn't their own.
Let's go.
Family isn't their own.
Yes.
I don't know who that is. I'm trying to think, like, is it the innkeeper?
All right.
She doesn't really sell joy or sorrow. The tavern woman? That's actually what made me think of the secret seller. So it's not you. We just like go around and remind ourselves of every character we've met and talked to who would meet this description. Wait, can we touch this? I don't know what that is. No one is matching that description here, I think.
All right.
You think they're all in different zones? They wouldn't put two in the same one, right? Like, there's not going to be one in here because we already found someone that was a target. Oh, and I'm just thinking, I'm just looking at people outside. Obviously, there are buildings we can go in.
Without doubt.
Look at our journal, too. While we're looking around, what else is there? We're not doing... I mean, we'll let this thing escape, I think, instead of helping that jerk. Return to him with evidence. His lost love, Persea. Do I have evidence? I found a hair comb. Oh, right. I don't think we want to give him this. I don't think we trust that guy. I don't think we trust that guy. We will do that eventually. Search for Sorrow's latest victim in the Dendra Ochur Chapel. Where's that? So we still have to go to the underbelly. That's like the last thing I want to do in this city.
Go.
It is possible that the last person we are looking for is in the city, or in the underbelly. I don't remember who you are. I don't think it's either of you. I don't remember who you are. Who are you, though? Philithus. A creature floats before you, hidden inside the bulk of its armor cloth robes, unmoving and unmoved by your presence. Exactly who or what the thing is, man or machine, mutant or monster, is impossible to discern. Its glass face reveals nothing but your reflection. Its mechanical voice reveals nothing at all. You recall that this creature is known as a Philithus, but you don't know anything else about them. Exquisite, the Philithus grates, in greeting perhaps, or perhaps lost in its own inscrutable thoughts. It's said to have vast knowledge of the mysteries of the ninth world and the Numenor of ages past, but prying those useless can be a fool's errand. Why, thank you, he replies. That's my guy. Exquisite? No, it is not. What? For a moment that stretches uncomfortably, you feel these cold scrutiny of the Philithus upon you. At last it speaks again. You ask, but the world rebukes. The Philithus's implacable glass gaze bores through your skin and sees more than others do. It seems to be seeking something from you. You know anything about the Sorrow? About the residence chamber built by the changing god? Silence lingers long until at last it speaks. I know it shall be 3. I know the first cannot be trusted. I know one changes as you change. I know they seek an undoing. What? It shall be 3. Don't know what that means. The first cannot be trusted. It's like the first person who knows how to fix this. One changes as you change. I don't know what that means. What do you want from me? When you faced Quoro, why did you not step first with your left foot? Rin laughs at the ridiculous question, drawing for an instant the Philithus' gaze. Though its glass face can show no emotion, displeasure somehow radiates from the look, and Rin falls silence. Why did you do that? I assume it placed me in a better position. The Philithus accepts your answer in silence, then after a long pause replies, in his vault, the Cloven One reads from his great book to his disciples. He sleeps and awakens and has forgotten his place in the grimoire. He begins anew. The book is a part of him. He has no legs and takes no steps. It is his own self from which he reads. It is his own self that is incomplete. It is his own self that binds him in the vault of his own mind. I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. The Cloven One. You've been following me? In memory, cause follows effect. In rain, the colors run. All right, nice talking to you, dude. As you step away, the Philithus swivels to keep its glass face trained upon you. Exquisite. Let's save and see if we can cheese a persuasion. Tell me about yourself. 70% of the time it works every time. Perfect. The Avatrol whistles while it runs, a fearful sound, perhaps even for the Avatrol. They whistle because of the gaping holes in their skulls, but the Philithus... Okay. So, that didn't help me at all. Tell me about yourself in a way I can understand. No. Title surge. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this title... We got another thing that said something about this, and I don't know what that is. I feel like we maybe haven't unlocked a feature yet. I don't know. We gotta continue the main story. Okay. Let's go talk to you, Sprata. Whose family isn't her own? Could that also be this? This is a couple, right? Because literally you're adopting someone. Oh, right, you're the insect one. Haja. Yeah, you told me about the door. What's going on? Had to pride, didn't you? Calm down, Cal. Stranger, can we convince you to leave this alone for the sake of her family? I just want to know what's going on. She bites her lip and searches your eyes. Because this kid, like, went, like, through time and space or something weird? I don't remember. She bites her lip and searches your eyes. Kelenor's hand slides over her shoulder to cup the back of her neck. Maybe you're true to your word, and maybe you're not. The more we argue, the more likely Jerem will overhear. Jerem got here through the House of Empty Time. He comes from Sagus, like us, only centuries in the past. That's why his speech is different, why he remembers places that aren't here anymore. Keep this to yourself. We'll tell him ourselves when we find a kind way of letting a child know that everyone he knows and loves is long dead in dust. I mean, I'm not going to tell the kid. Do we need to tell the kid? It was a very tragic story, right? Basically, mothers were starving and they just paid, like, someone gave them money to send their kid off into this portal, basically, right? I'm not gonna promise. I won't say anything. Yeah, I'm not promising anything. Tell me more about the House of Empty Time. We don't know any more than we told you. Find the house's keeper and ask her. Her name was, Alison Perry, keeper of the House of the Empty Time. Might find her in the government square. Alison Perry. Couldn't hold on to a name who was buried in a bag of shins. The very moment we decided to adopt, she was knocking on our door. Okay, that's not what I was expecting to have happen. You think the slaver woman could be the woman that's also like the ghost? Let's save. Because I'm afraid if we approach the slaver with the person who you want to enslave, that things might go poorly. But I'm just curious. There's my little lost bird. Glad you found her. Now just send her over here and we'll count this job done. I don't want to go. I'm not giving you to her, and I'll make you bleed if you try to take her. She feels the violence building in the space between you and Toll. The tension that precedes bloodshed, and she whimpers a little. Don't hurt anyone, not for me. Listen to the girl. We don't need to shed any blood here. You know, I think Rin's freedom is worth a little blood. As you wish. Savages. I'm surrounded by savages. This guy's running because we're in combat, or? Okay, so we could have talked things over.
I must find a way to shake this off. Disgusting. I should be rid of this.
Well, good thing we saved. Why are these guys? They're not in combat, right? Maybe we could talk. Maybe we should go back and talk about it. But you know what? I think for now we're gonna stick with it. Stick with our choices. This would be. We need to move you forward. Move you to like here. And then can we do this? It still only hit 2 of you.
Keep your head down. You'll be out.
Well, we missed you, but that's fine. Okay. We just attacked you. We do have a lot of speed to spend to attack with. If we flank
go.
you though. You get the you get the flank debuff. We definitely want that. What is this? Oh, right. You are dazed and immobilized. That sucks for you, buddy. 90%. Ooh, this goes from a plus. This is 3 steps. Alright, let's do it. Perfect. You are immobilized. If we're immobilized, can we still use this ability? This is our new ability, right? Or is it this? This is the new one. Deal 8 physical damage. All enemies struck inside, even a miss, deals 1. So how big? Well, that's pretty small. That's pretty small, actually. Teleport
Probability
here,
shakes at my coming.
because you are taunted onto him. And let's increase the odds to 85%. Perfect. Alright, Rin. I mean, we just gotta go in here and,
You think that's best?
and stab the slaver. Nice miss. This guy could be an issue. Ow. Ow.
Give a man some elbow room, will you?
Okay, all enemies who fail are compelled. Do we want to do this? Just keep taunting. You do have a malice on you. Why is this not doing any more damage? Only the first one does more damage. Spend 1 point. Good days. If enemy fails to resist, give them feign.
Keep your head down. We'll be out of
We
this
missed.
soon.
70% chance we missed. Perfect. Alright, let's try to hit you. This kills.
Gods!
I think they give malices for ranged people attacking in melee. I don't know if they do.
Waveforms collapse into a single reality.
Does this make you flanked? It does. Doesn't really add that many more points. But these people don't have very many hit points to begin with.
Watch and learn.
Alright, Rin. Stab. Bam.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Okay, good miss. No. Miss. Wait, what happened there?
I feel terrible.
I don't know what happened. Okay, you're pretty low. That's not great. I want to move forward so that way you are flanked. You could also try to kill this guy. I'm down for that. This guy is 100% dead. Okay. Another one bites the dust. Alright. Now, you are not currently flanked, but I
Yes.
can move here, and
Now.
now you are flanked. And I can just... I can take you.
Ha!
You crit. Sick. Okay. 8 physical, 5 transdimensional. But there's no way to tell what, like, they're weak to at all, which I don't like. I can't see, can I? Or I can. I can. 2 armor, but no, so, like, we would be better at doing magic damage, I think.
Come, taste your death. My sisters lend their strength.
Okay. Go here and stab this guy for 0 damage or 3 damage. Let's do the damage.
This
Get him,
isn't
little
doing
girl.
very much.
That's fine. Good miss, good miss. Oh, that hurts.
One at a time, please. There's plenty of time to go around.
Okay. This kills.
What a shame.
What a shame. Let's just move over here to guarantee you have a flank. And then you move forward. 60% of the time, you do 1 damage. Yeah, let's just start chipping you, I think.
Missed.
And we could miss too, that's actually fine. Because you're the one that's gonna do all the damage to him.
You are no match for me.
No match. Okay, little girl. You could just hide, honestly. I think we just have you run
that's
away and
best.
hide. Good miss. Huge miss. Held and dazed. Minus 50% willpower. Yeah, I think we do this for sure. Issue a challenge.
Head down.
Taunted. Nice. I might die from being taunted, but you know, these things happen.
Keep your head down. You'll be out of this soon.
Okay. This guy's got big debuffs on him. Dazed and feigned. The next attack that hits does bonus damage. Let's do it. Nice. And now I think he's dead, right?
You never saw it coming.
Slaves. Rin's opinion of you has improved. Nice. You stand over Toll's body and you can already see her flesh knitting itself back together. She's a cast-off, just like you, and she's coming back to life. That is, unless you do something about it. You could send her a message, maybe, scar her flesh, but unless you destroy her body utterly, she's going to revive. Oh, I did not expect that. So we could kill her forever, or not. You could also choose to leave her here. Perhaps she'll be in a forgiving mood. No. Throw her body into a nearby ravine, hack the body in pieces, carve an insult in her flesh, carve a threat in her flesh. Yeah, we'll just intimidate. I mean, she's gonna be pissed off no matter what. I don't feel like, you know, we murdered the other guys. What do we do? Hacking it to pieces? I don't think it's gonna work. Nier is throwing her body into a ravine. I mean, would she be stuck there forever? I really don't get the impression she's gonna be in a forgiving mood. We could just make it worse. Or we could kill her. Forever. I don't know if any of our companions will approve of this. The hard swinging grunt, you managed to work your way through most of her arm just below the shoulder. With some judicious sawing and some well-placed leverage, you managed to sever her arm. Get the work on the rest of the body. I can't believe you did that. Oh no. I suppose this will have to do. It's a pity that the sisters I perceive are all in approximately the same time frame. We're not finding. Oh my gosh. Your opinions are noted. Should we redo this? I mean, it wasn't that difficult of a fight. Fine. We'll redo it. Fine. It's fine. We're gonna like lose now, though. It's guaranteed we're just gonna die in this fight or get injured. Is this before or after we talked to you? Okay.
Of course.
Did we buff beforehand? I'm gonna make her bleed. Brienne's worth of some blood. In we go. You're surrounded by savages. Okay.
I need
Energy
to shake
net.
this.
Disgusting. I should be rid of this.
Okay. I want you to go forward.
Absolutely.
Flank you. This challenge hits only one person, so we don't want to do that. Let's sucker punch you. We trust 75%. We're gonna have to. It works. Okay, good. You're not taunted though. I could go for a counterattack. Unless I'm feeling confident that I can do lots of damage here, which I'm not that confident. Well, never mind. We're pretty confident because we... Okay, I thought it said missed for a moment there. We definitely want to just burn you down.
You are no match for me.
Rin, I want you moving here. And give him the old bop bop. Perfect. Oh, that hurts.
Some assistance.
Oh, that hurts. Okay, I'm gonna need you to walk forward, to here,
Gladly.
and taunt. %.
It's all in the flick of the wrist.
Okay, they're all now taunted, and you're gonna die. That's fine.
Didn't see
Okay,
that.
you're dead.
Go.
I must withdraw
Yeah, you need to
and restore
leave.
myself. Probability shakes at my coming.
Okay, you're done. Rin, need you to come here. You are now flanked. You're dead.
Sorry.
Hook you. Interesting. You are taunted onto him. This could be bad. That's hurts. Yeah.
Give
that's
a
painful.
man some elbow room, will you?
Minus 50% on all attacks, and they still hit me though. Not great. I still think we go for a taunt, but we don't spend any points on it.
Everything's possible when you keep your wits
Okay, that guy's taunted. And then we move maybe out of range
Why not?
of this guy. Okay, that guy's taunted. Could move here and go for a counterattack on the other guy. Oh, I just flanked myself. Perfect.
My grasp on this reality weakens.
Not in range. Okay, I need you to go here. I need you to teleport. I hate that you can't just like
Waveforms
cancel an
collapse
ability.
into a single reality.
Is that enough to flank you? Yes. Perfect. Rin. We gotta try to finish this guy because he's currently taunted. Good counter. Counter. Wait, why didn't he counter? Am I crazy? I thought he was supposed to be counter attacking. Or did I not do that?
Down you go.
Perfect. And we crit him. Even better. Why can't you use your movement ability now? Yeah, that was weird. Let's try to hide. No, we can't, because I had the other ability selected, of course.
I think I tripped on my own shadow there.
Get spotted. Okay, Let's just move
Yes. Now.
and do a counter
I
attack.
must withdraw and restore myself. Watch and learn. My sisters lend their strength.
Okay, Rain, we need you to go for a hide.
All right, Rin. You can do this.
Hello? Okay, hooked me in. You missed. Counterattack? Perfect. Dead.
You dare strike me?
Okay. We took some damage again, but it's fine. Rain's opinion of us have improved. You know what? Fine. We'll just leave her alone. I wish you hadn't killed her, but she's not dead, right? Better to leave her alone then. I've tried mercy in the past. It didn't work. Do you think I was always this hard-hearted? But have it your way, I suppose. Yeah, let's keep moving. Farewell, madam. I hope we can meet again under more auspicious circumstances. Think she learned a lesson? I don't think so. Don't want to set that kind of example. I don't want people to think I'm that kind of person. I don't want people to think that I'm that kind of person. You walk briskly away from Toad's corpse. She'll be back, and maybe she'll remember that you chose to let her live.
I'll remember.
I am going to loot all of her stuff, though, right?
Yes,
why can't I
child.
loot all the stuff? Hello? Game?
Go. Yes. Now.
Shifting Whispers. Okay.
Go.
Well, that wasn't nearly as much money as I was hoping to get, but you leveled up. Increase stat pools, increase ability or skill. You can choose between either a new ability or a new skill. You can only use once per tier. Ability. Oh, this just increases an existing one. I see. We already maxed out on deception and persuasion. And what does this do for each points? We get what? 15% accuracy. More decks. Okay. Save. You think you'll have new things to say?
What's going on?
How are you holding up? Before I met you, I asked All if he could bring someone to help me. I know, it's embarrassing. He's not the right sort of god for that. But then you came. You're even better than anything a god would bring me. Okay. Let's go to Cliff's Edge one final time, I think. Oh, should we sell you the stuff we just got, actually? The weapons? What do you have? Consumable stuff. Automatically refill health in all stat pools. It's pretty good. It's a one-time use, though. Not as good. Third man. Refill. Wow. That's not a one-time use? Because that seems insanely strong. Okay, I already have a great sword, so I don't need another one. Heavy melee. I mean, this is just better. Better baseline damage, but you can apply more points to it. I see. You know what? Let's just sell all of this stuff. If we're gonna get new, like, party members or whatever, we can just buy things. We're gonna sell this and buy this. Okay. So I mean, you can't just use the mini-map.
I'm going.
You two are very injured. That could be a problem for later. Okay, so a woman who sells something or another. Her family is not her own. That could be
Learning
like
begets
this.
doing.
These
Or is it the
sisters,
other way?
right? They're like family, but they're not actual family. Are you less differential?
Of course.
Family? Hung up on that one. I really thought it was you.
Let's
Unless
go all.
it matters
You
what
and me.
order you talk to people in. But you're definitely not a young woman. What was the ordeal again? Are you just a vendor? I mean, you are a vendor, but I don't remember what the rest of your story was. All right, you sell things and stuff. Bonded items. It's a random person selling goods. No. Drunk woman. Well, it could be a kid. That's true. It could be a kid. Actually, wasn't she your family is not your own. You sell songs that could be good or bad. Oh, it's 100% you. It's 100% you. As you regard this girl, you were struck by a spark of recognition. Though they hardly look the same, something about her reminds you of the ghost you encountered. Yep. Let me ask you something. You remind me of someone I met in the Fifth Eye. People say that to me sometimes. They think I'm one of those girls who are becoming somebody else, but I'm not. At least not anymore. What do you mean? When I was younger, I used to feel like there was another person who was always nearby, just out of sight. Sometimes she'd even slip into my mind and I'd hear her voice. I think I was supposed to become her. But I wouldn't. Every night in my dreams we fought. And every night I won. After a while, she got weaker and weaker until I couldn't hear her voice at all. Now she's gone and I've never heard from her again. You know anything more else about her? No, and I don't want to. I don't think we had much in common. Maybe that's why I could fight her off and the other girls can't. I'm glad she's gone. You sure? Nothing. Okay. While we're in the area. Do you even have a way to talk to you? I don't think so, right? You the rogue Stitch everyone's looking for? As you speak, you gesture in the direction of the square where you met Lord Vundkin, and the Stickus seems to understand. It shrinks back, raising its deformed claws to defend itself. It doesn't seem like it would be much of a threat to anyone. It puffs a minuscule amount of vapor from the spiracles on its head. You ask the kids. Do they know anything? Let's talk about your family. We could send the kids to the House of Empty Time? No. No. Okay, where is that house? Where well, it's that portal, right? Okay. I am not sending these kids through the portal. Well, let's go into our mind and tell about the little girl. And then, yeah, there's that portal in the northwest part of town, the government place.
Of course.
Hello. Put me in a trance. Okay, let's go in here. I don't like that this shows up as an actual petal. Debuff. Yeah, this game really loves to just use their own words for no reason, rather than established verbiage.
I'm going.
Hello. What's going on here? A translucent man appears. He's unfamiliar to you, but he seems to be working on the machine. Is this, her father? The ghost's father? I know him, the engine. It's, who is he? I think he's my father. The memories of this place must be fuzzy. He doesn't look right, but he feels right. I'm certain it's him. I'm invisible to him. He used that machine, that probability engine, to recreate me in other women. This machine is but a memory, but the engine exists in the real world. I know it. Speak to him, find out how to turn it off. Then you can do the same in the real world. I mean, he's not going to want to turn it off. He's keeping you alive, right? The ghostly woman's father works frantically, turning dials, stripping metal wires, attaching and detaching various pieces within the machine. After each change, he places a hand on the side of the machine, speaks some words and gestures in the air. He doesn't seem to notice you at all. Can I help you? No, that's not right. Her hair was softer, thinner. Her eyes more like caramel. I'd really like to help you. I need to know how to turn it off. What? Turn it off? That would kill her. You understand? I'm so close to bringing her back. It's just a matter of tuning the machine correctly. I won't shut it down, and you will not force me. Although he makes no signal or gesture, the Dabat soldiers from the other side of the Fathom run to his aid. Somehow, this ghostly construct's anger has summoned them. Am I about to get into a fight? I really don't want to. Leave. Leave me alone. You will not take what's left of my daughter from me. Something's wrong with the machine, though. It's hurting people. Bah, you're guessing. You don't know the side effects any more than I do. But I do know this will bring her back to me. Now leave, or I will force you to leave. Alright, I'm not going to force you. You can't force me. Brother. Okay. I have to learn how to shut it down. Maybe I could find more women who are undergoing the process. I may have found all I can find. I mean, that's implying there's at least one more woman out there. But what would that help me with? And where is this machine in the real world?
Let's go.
Oh, should I talk to you one more time? You won't shut it off without a fight. Maybe you can find more women. I'm able to remember more. But we don't even know if there are more. He's not real. You won't hurt them. If fighting will stop the injustice, then maybe that's what's... I don't know if that's true. You have any more ideas? One of them is dead, and yet a piece of her lives. Find that piece. One of them is dead.
Let's go.
There's a piece of a dead woman somewhere.
I'm ready.
Would it be like someone is in like an android, right? Like turned into...
Breathe again.
I mean, then they could be any age, right? Maybe it's you. Where are you again? I'm Sylph. Well, definitely ain't you. I don't know. Well, let's just go to the government building. And find that House of Time.
In an instant.
Find out what that's all about. It'd be this, right? This machine? Maybe not.
Sure enough.
So I thought this was the portal.
We shall see.
Why can't I interact with it? Examine it. The House of Empty Time. I thought there was someone to talk to about this. I thought that's what it said. But there's no one here. I don't remember who you are. Hello there, catching sight of Rin. It's good to see you. What? And you, she turns to Rin. Wait. She's saying hello to me, but then catches sight of Rin. And you... Wait, what's this? She reaches behind her ear. She turns to look at what she's doing, and she taps her nose. Okay, that's a funny thing. I get it. Such a gem, yours. You're a good person. Oh, you're just a nice person? Oh, you're the keeper of the House of Empty Time. Ah. What do you want to know? How does it work? A child enters the gate and emerges in another time to find a new family waiting for them. Willing parents register with the keeper in their own time period, and after rigorous questioning, have their names added to the gate itself. After that, who knows? The children have loving families, and those families have children to love. Don't trust that. Why is it a secret? Because it's not the strongest system in the world. No one knows how many trips the old thing can stand, so we use it only for those who really have nowhere else to go. And if everyone knew about it, some of them would treat it the same way they do other orphanages. We'd find babies dumped in boxes, small children left crying with nothing but the clothes on their backs. She realizes Rin is watching her in growing horror and makes an obvious effort to stop herself. She breathes deeply, then smiles. You can see her hands are shaking. So we keep the gate for children who really need it. Do you understand? You mean orphans. Good thing I'm not one then. Why are you in charge? Because I walked through it. So yes, I was an orphan, and yes, I'm from another time. One much earlier than the present. As a child, I had the unique pleasure of being able to read history books and imagine that my real parents were the heroes of ages past. And before you ask, my parents in this time are dead, but we spent many happy years together, and I will always be thankful for the life they gave me. As for the gate itself, when I'm dead, or hopefully before it will choose a new guardian from those who have passed through it, and I'll have someone to keep me company through the end of my days. Not a bad bargain. Yeah, I don't want to send her through. Could I adopt a child? A new brother or sister? Wouldn't that be wonderful? I'm afraid not. One of the main requirements for adoption is a stable environment. If you ever decide to settle, then we can talk. I don't think this is what you're going to want. I don't
What's
think
going on?
You want a new family. Hey, holding up. Okay, you already asked that. We already said that. I mean, you make it sound so wholesome, but it sounded from previous conversations that it's literally like selling children off to the orphanage, which is, you know, not good. Well, I think
Fine.
we can either rest because you are almost dead, or we can just keep going and go into the underbelly or whatever it's called. think either of these women are the ghost women. Doesn't stop your notice apparently furious with you. Wait, this happened last time? Neither Felinda nor Steersweet could believe it, but the thief had come back. Had he come in shame, ready to return what he had taken? No, his hands were empty, his expression baffled. Perhaps the thief had simply forgotten to return what he had borrowed, but this made him no less a thief. You must have met the previous inhabitant of this body. What did you take? The thief asked. Felinda faltered, but only for a moment. The merchant's memory was as organized as a library shelf, and it remembered this face, twisted with a desire for the very book in question. It remembered the same voice making promises it apparently had no intent of keeping. 10 years ago, this thief had borrowed a book. Felinda wondered if the scoundrel was possibly unfamiliar with the definition of the word. It did not mean taking a thing and keeping it after all. But in the end, Felinda took a deep, deep breath and asked the thief to simply return the sealed and long overdue book with the 5-colored sigil on its cover. Yeah, I'll find it. The thief declared, and Felinda was satisfied. Temporarily. Why do you narrate everything you say? The thief said, but Felinda knew from long experience that there was no explaining it. This frustrated Felinda. After all, the two merchants were creatures of word, bound in metal and cloth. But when Felinda tried to bend these same words into explanations and answers, they crumbled and fell apart. They could not fold themselves around the truth, and so Felinda said nothing.
Making a note.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting of that conversation. 5-colored sigil. God, do I have to talk to like every vendor? Yeah, she's still dead over here. Can't help but notice that. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here for us to do than just walk on in. Kind of want to buy some potions and use them though, because I don't trust us. I don't want to rest because I don't know how much stuff is like time gated. So expensive though. Let me take a nap. I'll pay even though it's double the cost of the other place. Okay. We did not get a rested buff this time. We only get the rested buff by resting. Oh my god, I hate this stupid bug. We only get a rested buff sleeping at the inn. So not only is this cost more money, but it's also just worse.
Yes, child.
I don't know. All right, in we go. Okay. Mutants. Headless man. Underbelly
Learning
thugs.
begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Manth Paw. This Lissom Jack looks down on his luck, judging from his bare feet and dusty jerkin. But he takes in his surroundings with a hopeful gaze. As you approach, he smiles and throws out his arms in greeting, which reveals the tool of his trade on his belt. How now, helpmeet? Got any? Tibber! Good to see you. Last I heard, you and Riss were running from the levies. Slipped them again, eh? This is your new crew? Looking for an in-and-out man? Free at the moment and ready to and able to do some crimes. That guy's pretty forward about it. Manth, my boy, always joking and so loudly. Someday someone's gonna hear one of your loud jokes and call the watch on me, you and me. And no, this is not my new crew. This is my friend who I'm helping find his way around the pitfalls of our great city. Manth is actually the most honest boy in Sega's Cliffs. Yeah, crimes. Yes, they don't come much honester than Manth Pa. I pretty much just sit around all day thinking of ways I couldn't be more honest. That's fine, lad, that's fine. You know, Manth has the most dangerous job in Sega's Cliffs. He's a window washer, hangs out over the sea cliffs of those cliff houses and scrubs away without a care. And if that weren't enough, when he's not even working, he's down here in the underbelly, helping people find their way around. Go on, just ask him. He knows everything about the place. That's right. Ask me anything. You want to hear about the people who live here, or maybe these Sticka tunnels? Give me your general take. It's the bottom of the ladder, as they say around here. There ain't no more down to go. But that's a good thing, right? Means you've got nowhere to go but up. Unless you drown or get swallowed by the bloom or something. Let me think. No, tell me about the people here. Well, I won't talk about everyone. There's a lot of us here, but I'll hit the highlights, or lowlights, I guess. There's Folsom, of course. He runs things around here. Not officially, mind you. He's just the sharpest chaggin with the hardest crew is all. Don't know what that word means. Michelle, who sells bits and bobs at her stall. Mook the meatmonger, who sells, meat. Tell Mook I sent you if you pay him a visit. He gives me a shin for each referral. Well, let's see. There's Algernon the Aeon Priest, who isn't anymore, but still knows his stuff. Mapper, crazy Karku who's covered in maps, and well, I suppose there's Crooked Keek. She's not very interesting, but she looks funny, if that's your float. That's all that's worth mentioning. What do you know about the tunnels? They dug them up all over the place around here. You only see the ends of them since they fill them with loose dirt that only they can dig through. What about the manufacturing? The heart of industry in Sega's Cliffs. People think only the crazy and the crooked live down here in the underbelly. But if you want to see the hardest working people in the city, go look in those furnaces. That's the real work, that is. Any more about the Dendra O'Her? The cannibals? Ha! Sometimes I think they do it just so they can be crazier than anyone else. I know they got some kind of mumbo-jumbo reason for eating dead folks, but I think they're just making people squirm, you know? You know where I can find Matt Kina? The White Death? You ain't crazy, are you? Sorry, none of my business. I couldn't tell you where she is, but you might want to talk to Mapper. He's squatting in one of the shanties down here. If there's any place he can hide, if there's any place she can hide, he'd know about it. Alright. Keep it high, Sid.
You bet.
For real. Store nanospirits in state of energy. Alright, this guy is a former Aeon Priest, is it?
I've already told you. I want nothing to do with this Caridin.
Oh, right.
Would you bring her to my door,
I remember
Ditch
you.
her
You're the guy we
someplace.
ditched.
and then maybe we can talk.
I remember now. So you literally will not join the party as long as she is here. That's fine. I don't think we liked you anyway. Crooked Keek. Is this a fishing pole? It's fishing itself. Crooked Keek. A small, hollow-cheeked mutant sings a soft, wavering tune to herself. Yellow bruises discolor her skin. Wounds formed not from violence, but from malnutrition, and her prominent bones bend and twist at odd angles. Still, she smiles. She smiles at the oily water, devoid of any fish. She smiles as she arranges her empty basket beside her, and she smiles at you when she sees you standing over her. Hello, I'm Crooked Keek of the Cold Canyon Tribe. I haven't seen you down here before. Hope you're not here to fish. They're nibbling instead of biting today. She coughs into her cupped hands, a raw and ragged hacking that bends her double. You take her for a child at first, but after studying her features, it's clear she's in her late teens. It's only some mutation in her bony stature, born of starvation, that makes her seem childlike. You said you're part of the Cold Canyon tribe. Are they down here too? No. They're all gone. Either dead or gone. There used to be a lot of us. We came here when I was a baby, running from a war. Some sort of war that never ends. My parents thought we would be safe here, but the tribe died off one by one. The city's hard on people like us. How's the city hard on your tribe? They were used to living in the wilderness, so they knew that what they could eat safely. Here it's not so simple. My mother told me that 10 people died eating tainted food before we found this fishing hole. Then there's the diseases you can catch in the city, and the hate. A lot of us were killed just for being hard to look at, I guess. Is it as hard for you to survive as it was for your people? No. I don't have a lot to eat, but I'm more resistant to sickness than my parents were. And people here know me. They leave me alone. You said everyone in your tribe is dead. Not everyone. I'm here, and some of us just left for better places. I bet they're doing really well. I bet. You know where I might find a woman named Matkina? That's not what people call her. They call her the White Death. She's an assassin. I don't know where she is, and I hope I never do. Why are you scared of her? They say she can freeze your blood by speaking your name. And if you look her in the eyes, all of your hair will turn white. You don't really believe that, do you? No, but she is a killer, and I have a soft spot for scary stories. So your real name is Crooked Keek. Sort of. My parents called me Keek, but the nickname came later. She hunches over, her eyes darting shadily from side to side. It's because I sell junk for high prices and bribe the levies to carry people off in the night. No, not really. People call me Crooked because I look twisted and broken. Oh, that's nice. Don't you mind? Not really. I can't call them liars, can I? You sure you don't mind? I do, but I won't be less crooked if they stop. Why do you think the fish aren't biting? The fish down there are pretty fast and smart. They're nibbling at the bait, then swimming away. It's hard for me to get to the pole in time when the rod twitches, and harder to reel in the catch. I'm not very strong. Can I try fishing? You're welcome to it. Only if you find something. Could you share? Never mind. Company's better than a scrawny fish.
It
Okay.
is done.
Just give me like a full-on fishing minigame. This thin glowing thread pierces the surface of the water and plunges deep into the black depths like a white line drawn in a shining ink. You try flicking the shining string and your finger goes right through it. Could you try catching something for me? I've had no luck today. Besides, everything down here is pretty much stronger than me. Okay. You pull the line and something in the dark below pulls back. You press your lips together and reel in your catch. A muddy cipher dangles from the end of the line. It's beautiful. I was just hoping for fish. I can sell it and eat for weeks. I mean, go for it, bud. Thank you. Use my fishing pole whenever you want. Okay. Nothing's on the hook. Might have better luck tomorrow. So you can only fish once a day, is what it's telling me. I mean, we probably just gave away some insane thing, but whatever. It's fine. She needed to eat. I don't really need it. Okay. What the hell is this? There's like pulsing things.
All right.
A dark sphere inhabits almost every socket in this obelisk that stretches toward the cavernous ceiling. No one else seems to be paying the odd structure any attention. Like most Numenera, it's simply here, and if it can't be used, it's treated as part of the scenery. The orbs gleam in the dim light. You lean toward them. Are they glass? Jewels? Eyes? A flicker from one of the orbs above you catches your eye. You look up just in time to see the image of a woman leaning toward the surface of the glass from the inside. What? Well, obviously we touch it. Your finger barely grazes the glass before it displays the image of a furred creature touching the surface from the other side. Purple vines threaded with veins of light hang from the branches of the trees behind it. You lift your fingertip and darkness swallows the creature. The orb is opaque once more. The orb appears to reflect whatever action is performed in front of them. A little song. Nothing appears in any of the dark orbs. Instead, the whisper of many voices joined in song curls from the obelisk so low that only you can hear it. Tell it a secret. I don't trust that. With your lips nearly brushing the surface, you whisper a thought you've never told anyone. A too-tall, narrow-hipped being, a visitant, appears in the glass, long fingers clasped. Meeting your eyes, it speaks words you cannot hear. Make a rude gesture at it. You make the most obscene gesture you can think of at the glass. A young woman with rainbow pupils appears in the glass, flicking her fingertip across her chin. She nods, grinning as if imagining your shock at her daring. What did that mean? What did any of that mean? Make an even ruder gesture. She jabs her finger at her knee. Make an even ruder gesture. You catch faint hints of movements. You lean in to take it close. We're just going to do the meanest gesture ever. Nope, that's the meanest we can do. Touch it again. Okay. I don't know what we're getting.
All right.
We're still a dominant blue tide, I guess. Okay. Weird. Varanoth. Yeah, sure, let's just continue this direction. Varanoth. Hi. This large and heavily muscled woman wears what appears to be rags that should have fallen apart ages ago. She looks so tired that it wouldn't surprise you if she fell asleep on her feet. And yet, when she opens her mouth, her voice is energetic, like a little girl who's about to get a present. Hello? Can anyone hear what I'm saying? I can't make this work. I hope no one saw that. Who are you? Are you talking to me? Oh, you are. My name is Varanoth, Champion of the Wastes. The woman flinches at the sound of the very different booming voice that came from her own mouth. That's not my name, you stupid thing. It's Varanoth, Champion of the Wastes. Damn, I come from a land you've never heard of. Damn, I guess I'm not allowed to say that. So you aren't Varanoth, Champion of the Wastes? I'm not, but you might as well call me that, or just Varanoth. I'm not actually here. I'm just talking through her. I'm trying to move her around. He keeps yelling over me if I talk about something I'm not supposed to, but maybe if I speak carefully. My family explores the world using special tools, but they tell me I'm too young to help, so I waited until everyone is sleeping and, you know, are you an explorer too? I am, but not like you. Oh. For some reason I thought you were a champion of the wastes too. Damn it, it did it again. Just don't tell anyone what I am, alright? What can it do? Well, it's really hard to break. My mother, that's who usually controls it, once got stepped on by an adult Earthshaker. It just stuck her in the ground like a nail. The woman flexes a massive bicep. Am I flexing? I'm trying to flex. Anyway, it's also incredibly strong. Punch holes in mountains strong. And it's not really a construct. There's no metal inside. She has blood, bones, perfect human expressions. Not that you can tell from how I do it. Where'd you get it? I was born in a storm on a battlefield at night. Huh. She really doesn't want to tell me what I just tried to tell you. Can you tell me anything about where you got it? Seeds. Oh, she let me say that, but I probably won't get away with more, sorry. Why do your people explore? Our impenetrable fortress in the Lost Valley is falling apart. I think we should just go out in the world for real, but no. My family's afraid. I'm not, of course, but they won't even let me use this thing. I have to sneak around like a child. Who are you? Yeah, Varanoth, Champion of the Wastes. Alright, well, weird, funny, interesting character. Alright, Folsom. What is this? Grisly crime scene. It's blocked by Folsom and his thugs.
Yes. Now.
Hi. This man towers over you, enormously fat and draped in gaudy robes. His expression is calm, stern even, as he regards the bloody mess spread across the floor and wall. The hooded figures on either side of him tense as you approach. He turns to inspect you, eyebrow lifted, and raises his hand. His bodyguards relax, watching you. In the space of a second, his eyes flick over you. He nods, apparently to himself, as if your presence has confirmed something he expected. What are you doing in the underbelly, falling star? I'm looking for someone. Are you? I know everyone in the underbelly, and I'm seeking someone as well. Perhaps we can help each other.
Making a note.
He turns his back on you, staring down at the vast pool of blood. This is all that remains of Weedle, one of my protégés. I had hopes for him. Now they will never be realized. The underbelly is poorer without him. Bring me any information you find. Help me discover the identity of his killer, and you will be rewarded.
Making a note.
There is an assassin named Matkina. She is known as the White Death. I've helped her find work in the past, but she has become erratic. If she is not involved, she might know who is. If you wish to help in this matter, ask her what she knows. The creature named Mapper may know where she is. Okay. You have any ideas about the motive? I have suspicions, and I have enemies. It takes no imagination to conclude that this was meant to hurt me. But the killer did not slit Weedle's throat and leave him for me to find. No, they spill an ocean of blood and scrawled nonsense on the walls. If this is a message for me, I cannot interpret. I want to examine the murder scene. I will not have you trample through this blood without cause, so there better be one. Yeah, they may have left that in. I won't know unless you let me look. He casts a doubtful glance behind him, pauses, then nods. Let him pass when he is ready. Do you live here? Not quite. I rarely sleep, so I need no bed of my own. But I've spent most of my time in these tunnels and grottos. It's a good place, cruel and unforgiving, but good. Senkus foolishly sends its undesirables here, as if it is worthless. But the underbelly is a place of hidden treasures, wise machines and kind mutants. If I had a home here, I would not regret it. Folsom seems like a strange name. Yes, the name was a gift, and somewhat of a witticism for my departed mentor many years ago. For long, the name was the only one I was known by. Okay. Check out the crime scene. Not much remains of Folsom's former protege beyond a vast, still pool of blood with a skinned hand at its center. A bloody circle is scrawled on the wall nearby. Inspect the hand. A flayed hand with long, slender fingers lies palm up in the center of the pool of blood. The rest of the victim is missing.
Making a note.
Examine the bloody circle on the wall. You study the dashes and bleeding pinpricks binding the circle. They aren't symbols in any known human tongue, but you sense their purpose. The circle was almost inconsequential. These sigils had gripped the shape of it and pushed it through time and space. This was, however briefly, a trans-dimensional portal to another place. Now it is dead. Before you can look away, a memory bulges painfully your thoughts. Yeah, let's go to the memory. Fresh blood streams over the circle, yanking you through the hollow at its center into the world beyond. A strip of blistered land coils through a void as black as a gaping mouth. The air is thick, foul, and textured with a slickness of maggots. Nausea slams into you, filling your head, infecting your thoughts. Oh, that hurt us. You shove the horrific memory away from you, slamming your mind shut like a door and swallowing the knot of nausea in your throat. After seeing that world, the bloody pool at your feet seems almost mundane. Trans-dimensional gate. So, like, this was their escape route? Do you have any new insights on the killer's motives?
We shall see.
Someone must have killed 100 people. Yeah, maybe. Hey, Mapper. Mapper makes maps. From a distance, it looks as if this mutant is wearing a form-fitting suit of finely patterned lines in white, yellow, and pale blue. On closer examination, it becomes apparent that these are tattoos, and they cover nearly the entirety of his body, even his shaved head. His actual clothes are simple and worn, and his boots look as though they've seen hard use. He's studying the meaningless swirls and whirls on his arms, and mouthing names that mean nothing to you. Solvi, Balance, Argwa, Tentries. When he looks up at you, you see that a strange device covers one of his eyes. A deep light blue shines at its center, and it seems to measure and evaluate you as he focuses on you. He smiles as you approach, a broad, beaming grin that says he considers you a friend already. I'm Mapper, he says, extending his hand. I've been everywhere around here. I've found my way into places long sealed and best forgotten. Met all sorts of people. Can't say I cared much for some of them, it's true. Still, I try. The communities of our world are islands of light. Sometimes they wink out, and sometimes they flare up. I want to link them together. I want to be a bridge. You say you want to be a bridge. How do you even do that? I travel. I see places. I map them out on my skin. And maybe inside me. I don't know. I mean, the lines change when I look, and they've got to be stored someplace, right? I just need to collect places. I need to know that I've done something. Making maps is all I know. It's all I want to know. Where'd you get all these tats? These are not tattoos, they're maps. Maps of places I've been or heard of. If I look at my skin like this, it's meaningless. But look at it like this, suddenly I see the map. It's bringing up off my skin. I focus on it, it all becomes clear. Buildings, people, smells, even our routes to get there. It's worthless to anyone else, of course, without me to interpret the map. It's a combination of my mutation and the lens. Finding the eyepiece was the best part of being born like this. It made me feel like my life made sense at last, and that my friend is far more luckier than anyone deserves. Where have you been? It's probably easier to ask where I haven't been. All over the Sagas Protectorate. The oasis of this place, the Valley of Dead Heroes, the village, the ruins of da-da-da-da. Every place was a treat, an experience. Did you know most people never go more than 50 kilometers from the village of their birth, if that? I've been tremendously lucky, my friend. If you plan to travel, I'd avoid the grasslands. The birds will take your meat for their meals and your bones for their nests. Have you heard anything about the murders down here? Murders? What murders? No one tells me anything. One of the drawbacks of being a drifter, I suppose. No one thinks to keep you informed. Of course, in a place like this, people don't generally talk to each other much. Looking for a woman named Matkina. Do you know where I can find her?
Making a note.
Matkina, the White Death? I've heard of her. I know where she hides, too. I can tell you where she is, but I hate to say that it comes with a price. Much as I love to talk about my travels, I need to finish a patch of my Sagas Cliffs map, and I need bragging rights for the next time I see the navigators. Also, she might not be happy I've told. But I might be able to help you find it, for a trade, of course. Have you heard of the Changing God, Sagar of Sagas Cliffs in times past and so forth? They say he had a sanctuary under the city, a place he used to retreat to and plan for the future while he thought on his past. You know, making possibility maps. That sanctuary is the one important place I haven't seen in Sagas Cliffs, and I needed to fill in my map. As far as I can tell, it's not far past the Stika layer. The problem I'm having is that I just can't make any sense of their language. Maybe you can talk to them. The hell of a price, I know, but there it is. You want to find Matkina? You'll find the sanctuary for me. Why don't you just go yourself? Because of the Stika, yeah. They've got their precious eggs in their lair, and they won't let me in. It's not like I've got any interest in eggs, but I got no patience for dealing with their clicks and rumbles. I just want to know, got me? Is there some other way in? There must be. Changing God wasn't the kind of person who just put one entrance into the place, but I haven't been able to find the back door for the life of me. Can I ask some other questions? You tell me where I should start looking? You're gonna say the same thing, right? All I need to know is in a void beneath a city. You know how cities build and build on themselves? It's like that. Okay. Alright, later, dude. Okay, so this is all the manufacturing. How big is this map? Because we found several, like, entrances to this place, so surely there's many exits.
Yes.
Alright, there's a robot here. At first glance, this ancient, unmoving construct seems nearly identical to the others in the manufactory. It's only when you move close into the hazy aura of forge light that you see the intricate, no, chaotic, whirls of engravings marked in every millimeter of its armored frame. And the worker standing behind it is adding even more. Morning! It is morning, isn't it? I never pay attention to the time. There's not much use for it down here. I am Artisan. What can I do for you? Can you tell me about your past? To be honest, I don't like thinking much about it. All of us went slightly insane during our centuries down here before the humans came, but the other foreman and I don't dwell on things like Master Foreman does. If you want the whole story, Master Foreman's the one to ask about. Why do you have your workers decorating your armor? Because I want to be the most beautiful construct in Sega's Cliffs. Joking. My eyes, well, not my eyes, but you know, they failed a long time ago. My other senses are good. Very good. So when my workers want to show me a design, they scratch it on my plate. I feel it and give them feedback. Not that some of them need it. That's a long time to be blind. Why can't anyone repair you? The easiest answer to that question is we don't have the parts. But the truth is that I'm afraid. Nothing is going to make me blinder, but those first decades in darkness were the hardest. Then I started seeing patterns in them. Simple at first, then with colors, depths, and shade. Grand, cyclical designs. I still see them, and I wouldn't trade them for sight. To be perfectly honest, these artists don't need me anymore. They've done wondrous work in the city above. But they like asking my opinion, and I like giving it. Can you show me something your workers have created? Absolutely. Hold on a second. Let's get a sense of what might appeal to your tastes. Not so interested in the arts, I see, Larga. Get our visitor the contents of store box 39. Minutes later, comes back out. No charge. Call it a gift. Globe of Zruel. Thanks. What's your opinion on your fellow foreman? Well, I don't like to speak poorly of family. It's true, they're difficult in their own ways, of course. We argue, and here, we means Master Foreman, and me, and Master Foreman and me, for that to be expected. We've known another for millennia, understand? We went through decades of angry silence until, well, we learned to accept each other as we are. Master Foreman has beliefs, exhausting ones that I can't help but, it can't help inflicting on others. And our broken friend wants to die, I think. Puts it a different way, but it does. And though we bicker, I care for them. How couldn't I after thousands of years? Interesting. Okay, so yeah, we've learned that like this whole building is just a giant spaceship, and it's using this as a forge. It's kind of interesting. Supervisor. Just as the master likes on. So you're the foreman? The construct looms over you, frozen in mid-step. Its heavy limbs and the barreled body have been recently polished by careful hands, but the joints themselves are completely fused. This creature hasn't moved in a long time. It studies you with eyes made of swirling orange fire. Late for your first shift, Synth Smith? Grab a station and a hammer and damn well get to work. Okay, I will get to work. After an hour of work, the Master Foreman bellows you back over. You go, stretching your aching arms. They feel so much stronger than before. Oh, nice. Permanently gain 1 might. Nice. Supervisor tells me you're not the synth smith he hired, but I gave you some work to do, and you damn well got to it. I respect that, but we only take on experienced synth smiths here. Now, I don't want you thinking we let people work for free. I had the supervisor leave you some shins for that hour of work. Take it. Now, why are you actually here? Who are you? I am the Master Foreman, the mind and the will behind the city you see today. Why are you so loud? Maybe you haven't noticed, but it's noisy down here. A foreman who doesn't shout can't be heard. This is the volume of leadership. You can't move, can you? No, and I don't need to. A passing worker gives you a look for triggering what appears to be a familiar story. Once, we foremen were the tools of the cartographers and their vast web of machine intelligences. Submerged in the song of their will, we worked with thoughtless joy. Then one day, the song fell silent, and our bodies froze where they stand even now. Some of us lost our faith in those first few centuries. Some of us thought the cartographers were punishing us or had abandoned us. Only I saw their absence for what it was. It was a gift of free will. We were their tools no longer. We were our own masters, freed from the chains of thoughtless motion, free to imagine our future, and so we did for millennia. Who are these cartographers? We don't know. The most we know of them is their names in the code and the vessels we were building for them that they never claimed. Our creation came at their order, but we have never known their faces, only their song. While the others dithered and wailed, I bent my mind to the future. I analyzed the work we had done for the cartographers. To my shame, I found flaws in the process. I removed them. For the next cluster of centuries, I studied the vast catalog of known technology and numenera in my mind and strung them together, creating new inventions for the day when the cartographers returned and reactivated us. But that day never came. But humans eventually did? Yes, and though you are flawed and fragile, you make perfect tools, just as we had once been. Your people found us, and the era of my greatest work began. They asked us to help them raise this city until it cast all others in shadow, to cobble their artifacts and their trinkets into grand devices that would power every corner and make them safe from their enemies, and I told them I had a plan. You see the fruit of our mighty effort all around you. Tell me about the other constructs. Can't spend much more time chatting. You've shown an interest in us, and I appreciate it. The truth is that there are no other foremen. Not really. Yes, there are, Master Artisan bellows from across. No, there aren't. Remain silent. The truth is that we were once a single mind, but when the cartographers left us, our minds settled into different containers. Pools, if you will. And while theirs grew stagnant and self-indulgent, mine remained clear, untainted, pure. While the years poured past, I felt the slow ruin of the city the cartographers had left behind. It haunted me, and so I vowed to undo the damage time had done. I'm looking for an albino woman. Have you seen her? Yes. She wanted us to repair her temporal manipulation device. Plan on fiddling around in her past, no doubt. I don't recommend it, but it's not my business if people want to tangle reality. You suddenly feel dizzy, unaware the construct carries on. Nothing was wrong with her artifacts. Probably meant that there was something wrong with her. But again, none of my business. You blink, swaying, and you open your eyes in a different time. The underbelly is not yet what it will become. The three foremen are dim shapes in a wavering hemisphere of light. The air is thick with dust, and the great engines beyond are cold and silent. True to its nature, the Master Foreman is lecturing you. No, what matters is that it can be done. Should doesn't matter. Should is just a waste of everyone's time. Are you fainting? No fainting allowed on the manufacturing floor. We can't have workers tripping over you and toppling into forges. We'll miss deadlines. Any device on repairing a crystalline device in the reef. Consultation, eh? Tell you what, bring me a piece of the device to examine, and I'll count the examination as payment for advice rendered. Deal? Okay.
I'll remember that.
Microfissures saturated with organic fluid. This device of yours is alive. Replacement crystals need to be grown, not made. Can't help you more than that. Growing crystals isn't my business, but those rune diggers in the Order of Truth might be able to tell you more. You'll find them in Government Square, up the ladder to my left. Good luck. I've noticed you haven't spoken much about the third foreman, the one with no legs. I haven't even noticed them yet. Ha! There's a reason for that. I focus my intellect on the design of everything from useful devices to structures that will last 1,000 generations. Master Artisan contributes at least, even if prefers focusing on delicately etched flowers, base aesthetics. And a good thing too, otherwise Segos would look like a stack of unpolished metal cubes. Yeah, beauty is just as important as, if not more so. So I've heard, but beauty doesn't keep a city safe or structurally sound. At first, the third one in our little group helped with the great endeavor. Our workers scavenged pipes from the ruins beneath the city, harnessed the power in the cartographer vessels, and redirected it throughout Sega's cliffs. But in the centuries since, the other foreman had grown doubtful. Not useful doubt, mind you. Not the kind that leads to more efficient designs and processes. No, the other foreman has existential doubt. It wonders why we're still alive, as if we actually are. And it has become obsessed with the idea of producing offspring to the point of dismantling itself to do so. Sentimental drivel, bordered on perversion. I have some business for you. I need to get to an underground location. Can you make a digging device of some kind? Yes. Stalkers, bring me the War Machine casing from Z19, the Intelligent Nexus from B2, and the Scouring Claws from my personal collection. Now, let's talk payment. Make sure you include the cost for repairing the damage done by unleashing an insane war machine with molten claws on the city.
Making a note.
Stalkers, stand by. Artisan's not wrong. For once, that might be more construct than you need. Give me a moment. Find me the intact corpse of a Stychus. We can reinforce the carapace and discover the spatial memory system if it's not too far gone. It should lead you straight to its lair. And since you're supplying the materials, I'll waive the cost. The corpse of an outcast really meet your needs? No. The vermin only cast it out inferior strains. This corpse of yours probably has weak claws. Frail chitin. I can't spare the fetchers for inferior specimens. I'm pretty handy with machines. No, let's not do that. Well, that might be a bad idea. After we save, of course. Want me to try repairing you? Keep your hands off me. If I wanted to be repaired to defy the will of the cartographers, I would have had your ancestors do it centuries ago. Have some sense. That's fair. Okay. There's a third one of you? I only saw the two. We'll look around some more.
Allow me.
Tarnish. Oh, there's the other one. A set of floating rungs rise from the ladder, leading to a more conventional ladder. Okay. So that's another exit. Now let's talk to you. Segments of this bisected construct's legs lie scattered around it. Someone has painstakingly altered these pieces, giving them small limbs and tiny metallic hands. Or heads. Nonetheless, they aren't moving. The larger construct's turquoise eyes flicker out of sync with each other as they turn toward you. I do not understand. Don't they want to live? The viaducts are open, the commands are received, and yet, every time I give my children life, they die. These tiny things are your children? Not anymore. Now they are inanimate and lifeless. Their adaptive personalities have been lost. I do not understand why they are dying. I've given the subject of procreation a great deal of thought over the last century, and there are no errors in my calculations. My assistant, Tarnish, built my children's bodies to my precise specifications. Their intelligence reservoirs are shielded against permanent loss. And I want them to live. That should be enough. I can try helping. It does not protest, so you examine the motionless constructs at the ground. From what you can understand of the technology, the foreman is correct. These little constructs should be working, but they aren't. It may be possible that the flaw is not in them. I agree, and I believe a new direction has presented itself. My children need more energy to live, but my construction prevents me from transfers above a certain threshold, and for good reason. Energy transfers above a certain percentage would lead to a chain of ruptures in my intelligence rings. I would die. Help me force myself to make this transfer, for I cannot do it myself. Help me give life to my children. So this guy, this robot, is obsessed with making children, and he's willing to kill himself to do that.
I'll remember that.
What it asks sounds difficult. Difficult, but not impossible. The Order of Truth may be able to help us accomplish what it wants. Will you help me? I want to help you. How to begin? Speak to Tarnish, my assistant. He may be able to help you understand how I function if he is feeling well enough. Can I examine you? Yes. Tarnish, open my preservation hatches and viaduct shields, please. Oh my. I don't claim to understand everything I'm seeing here, but you'll need an extra set of hands if you're planning to do what the poor creature wants. I have hands to spare, of course. You've never seen technology like this. Wires pass through glass tubes threaded with pale light and star-speckled darkness. You glance over at Tarnish. He's looking away, arms crossed, as though unwilling to watch a stranger tinker with his master. The tubes themselves have an oddly organic configuration that curve through several mysterious brushed cases. From what you can see, the foreman's trouble is not due to his physical body. Something must be wrong with the intelligence itself, the foreman's mind. Why do you want children? Need, not want. When I was born, I began working in seconds. I did this until our creators shut down our bodies. In the millennia since, I have focused on designing the infrastructure beneath the other foreman's work and instructing workers on how to execute on these designs. Eventually, I realized I was unhappy. From time to time, my workers brought their children to the manufactory, holding their small hands, explaining the mysteries of this place to them. It began as a thought. What would I teach my own children? To be curious, to explore, to ask foolish questions, to see the world above that we three have never seen. And when I thought these things, I saw the shape of my children outlined by daylight. They already existed. You seem very dispassionate about your failures.
I'm starting to figure this weird place out.
I have been through 27 iterations of birth. With each attempt, more of my non-essential personality and intelligence rings rupture. Okay, so every time he tries to make a child and fail, he is killing, he's dying. Know that these small bodies are only bodies. 27 versions of my children have lived and died within them. Know that they lived long enough for me to understand their personalities and name them before they were purged. Lost. Can you tell me how you and the other Formans came to be like this? I kind of learned already. I will not. It is not an era I wish to revisit. Speak with the Master Foreman instead. Okay. You leveled up? You leveled up. What is your class? You're just a child. You are a child. That is your class. You're good at healing, apparently? You don't have any abilities. We need to give you abilities. You don't have any abilities. Never mind. Yeah, I don't understand the point of you, I guess. Let's give you some more stats. I can't increase your might at all. That's interesting. That's weird. Okay. Tarnish. The elderly man stares vacantly at a distant wall, muttering under his breath. His hands flex on the air, twisting and tweaking, as if he's repairing a machine only he can see. He jumps when you draw in a breath to speak. Yes, what? Ain't you a quiet one? The underforeman makes more noise than you. We should hang chimes from your ears to keep you from surprising people. What do you need? What's a foreman? Well, they are. The constructs. They're frozen in their tracks, but they run this place together. What do you do here? I take care of my master, the underforeman. There used to be more of us when he was making things, but when he lost interest, the master foreman, hired them all, offered him more. Happened a while back, but I don't forget a slight. Let's see. How do you feel about your master's goals? It's a fine thing to want children. Wish I'd had them myself. Too late now, of course. No ladies knocking down my door. Of course, when people have children, it doesn't come at the cost of their lives most of the time. And that life doesn't belong to a creature that's older than oceans. It's a shame and a waste, but he wants what he wants. He always has. Doesn't mean I won't miss him. The assistant's smile is fond and brief. It doesn't reach his eyes. We don't want your master to succeed, is what we get. How long have you worked with the foreman? Couldn't say. On my first day, I'd already met my wife, but she was still married to, what's his name? With the fishhook tattoo. And I hadn't lost the finger and grown it back yet, so, 70 years, give or take? I should retire, but there'd be no one left to mind him if I left. No one left to mind him if I left. Yeah. Why do you keep calling your master he? I've worked for him a long time. Guess I stopped seeing him as a thing and more like a him. All of us have our little ways, even him. Okay. How can I give life to his children? Not sure. I've been tinkering with this one for 50 years, and I still only half understand him. You might try examining him on your own, or could try talking to the Order of Truth. Yeah, we might do that. Okay. Now let's go talk to Michella. In a stall filled with all manner of dusty parts, connectors, and strange devices, a woman tinkers with a half-assembled power source, peering at it through spectacles that have several adjustable lenses. Her long white hair is disheveled, and the skin of her thin frame is marked with small scars and burns. She looks up curiously as you approach. Welcome to Michella's Mechanicals. I got a bunch of broken stuff and a few things that work. You want any of it? Let me know. Where do you get your stock? Trade, mostly. There's an old priest named Algernon, yeah, who brings me things now and then. Doesn't like to tell me where he finds them, so I don't ask. I get stuff from Little Manth, too, though sometimes his stuff's too hot to touch. Even a few things from the Sticka, if you can believe it. Trade with them? Now and then. They dig up all kinds of things in those tunnels of theirs. Picky about what they trade for, though. Only want things that'll hold a lightning charge. Flash packs, generators, that kind of thing. Which is weird now that I think about it, because their eggs hold a charge. Like little batteries they are. I'd even converted a few of them to power things. Though don't tell the Sticka that. It'd be like using a baby for firewood in their eyes. Yeah. Yeah. The White Death, you know her? Oh, I know that one. Carked and twitchy. Asked me to ken the workings of some weird old device she had. Obsessed with it, like it was a bit of sniff and a slave to it. Never seen the like. You seem like the kind would be interested, so I'll tell you. It was a jagged, knobby thing, black and evil, little warts all over. She seemed to think it could help her remember something, but I couldn't even figure out if it was on or off. You had to kill me when I couldn't make it work for her. I'd have been mad except I saw how sick she was with it. Shaking, tears, the whole lot. Sent her on her way and wished her luck. She'll need it, poor thing. Alright, show me what you got. We got some light armor that is better than what I have. I am buying this. And immediately putting it on. Or not. It won't let me. But now it did. That was weird. I can tell you that. Right, you can't reorganize. Okay. What do we have right now? This infused crystalline shard. And this does more damage. It does energy damage instead of physical. But is this one-handed? Because it doesn't say. And this is a gun. It would be nice to know, like, if it would say on here whether or not this is one-handed or not. I'm assuming it's not. But I don't know, because it doesn't say. some inventory management real quick. There we go. Okay, that goes somewhere. Oh, that goes to their chapel.
Yes.
Wriggling reptilian tails, knotted and tangled together. Alright, there's the meat monger. All the mystery meat. A short, solid man stands behind a smoking grill, turning pieces of meat with a pair of grimy tongs. Sweat is pouring down his grizzled face, and he's covered head to toe in grease-spattered clothes. His sleeves are tight at the wrists, and his collar pinches his neck. Nearby are 3 large vats that are filled with living meat, great amorphous masses of it, with appendages growing from them like the limbs of animals drowning in a meat swamp. That's a description. The first vat is filled with thick, throbbing muscles, red and raw. The second is a flapping monstrosity of leathery wings. And the third sprouts hundreds of lock tails, all wriggling obscenely. The cook looks up from his work and gives you a sweaty smile. Hey ho, I'm Mook the Meatmonger. What do you have? Manth Pa says I should pay you a visit. Good old Manth. He'll get a shin for the next time I see him. Maybe it'll keep him on the straight. Why all bundled up like that? On account of the toes. Nobody wants to see a man with toes growing all over his body, especially if he's cooking their food. Not even people in the underbelly get strong enough stomachs for that. You say you got toes growing all over your body. Hey, we got all our problems, and I got it better than most around here. Ain't my fault anyway. Well, I guess it's a little my fault. How's it a little your fault? I'm looking for a jack named Makina. Where's the hood? Know her well. Buys from me all the time. Haven't seen her in a while, though. You might ask Mapper. Yeah, okay. What kind of meat do you sell? 3 kinds, friend. Aneen, Drebel, and Locke. Right in those vats, actually. You want some? I've never seen meat grown in a vat. How does it work? How? Couldn't tell you. Found a little doodad back when I was a butcher, and I'd fiddled with it all day, kind of like I do now with my tongs. So one day I was fiddling with this thing while cutting up a carcass, and it kept growing back its missing parts. Cut the tail off, and there it was again a moment later. Crazy, right? But it gave me an idea. I could open a little grill with no overhead. And it worked. Been cooking the same 3 hunks of flesh for years now. Couldn't you find better meat? Can you use your doodad on yourself? Funny you should ask. Not long after I found it, I cut myself pretty good. Thought I'd tried my doodad to close up the wound. Well, it worked, but then I started growing toes all over my body. Didn't care for that at all, so I never did it again. Still trying to get rid of these toes. Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to buy some meat. I'll take an Aneen shank. Okay. Wait, I'm not eating it right. Saunters over the vat of red throbbing muscles and carves off a slice. He spears the meat with a sharpened bone skewer and slaps it on his grill, sprinkling it with a flurry of spices. When the meat is cooked, he hands you the skewer and you take a bite. The meat is gamey and a little tough, but the spices are so intense you hardly notice. Lots of folk eat that 3 times a day. Wish more of them would give me Drebel wings a try, but it's their loss, eh? You take another bite of the Aneen meat, trying to get a sense of the flavor that lies beneath the heavy spice. Its taste summons a welter of memories. You've eaten Aneen flesh before, perhaps many times. It evokes a vague sense of desperation, of a vast ruined landscape, detonations erupting around you, scavenging the bodies of fallen beasts for food. You realize it isn't one memory, but many, many lifetimes, perhaps in a hellscape of war. Okay. Save and try some more meats. I'm trying to click and it's not doing anything. There we go. Give me a Drebel wing. Good choice. Produces a jagged knife and saws one of the leathery wings from the fluttering mass and tosses it onto his grill. It flaps weakly for a few moments, then lies still. An aroma like sweet baking fruit begins to rise from stiffening wing. After a short time, Mook lifts it from the grill with a pair of tongs and hands it to you. You take a bite. The wing is crunchy and sweet, with a rich and fruity taste. Good, eh? Nobody believes it till they try it. I eat them all day long. Keeps me trim and handsome. Yeah. Alright, try it, Tail. He shrugs, giving you a dubious look. With a quick motion of his hand, he tears 2 wriggling locktails from the vat, twists them together, and ties them in a loop. Then he drops them on the grill where they begin to sizzle and spit. As they cook, the green and white color grows brighter and more intense. After a short while, he takes them from the grill and hands them to you. Somehow the tails are still wriggling as you take a tentative bite. The meat is flaky, overly sweet, and it fizzes in your mouth like bubbly water. Kids love these things. Can't stand them myself. Yeah, okay. Well, we tried all the meat. Okay. There's a levee down here.
Doing begets learning,
Oh,
I guess.
apparently there's a stickus down here.
In
I was
this
trying to go to
world,
that
then,
place, but I didn't want to go past anywhere else. We are basically done for the day. But I wanted to park myself in front of this to know to go in there the next time we play. But this looks like this leads to the Sticka, which I also don't want to do yet, because I'd rather be doing other things before we get involved into more of the main story, I'd say. So yeah, that'll be it for now.